we're doing this
Into
week, or is that
those
2 weeks from now?
yeah, I think we're planning to do after Goose IPA. It's a surprise, people. Hey there, beer
Yay!
tubers. Welcome back to Late Night Booze Bags with Maxwell Starr and some of the other
Night
crew.
boost pack.
Yeah,
That's good. I like that, Nick. I like that. That
it's
is
it's what Heist
A
Almighty
plus.
used to really calls everybody when we were finished doing a beer review or something, like group beer reviews. So come on, booze bags, let's get back to work.
What is happening?
Listen, Heist Almighty doesn't have his own channel, so we don't care to give him credit
I
for
know he
anything.
doesn't.
That's all you, Nick. It's all you.
Like the guy doesn't even have a cell phone. He's got an iPod Touch. He jumps on the Wi-Fi's with.
Oh, so he's Lee.
Yeah, he's a Luddite. Well, he's not a Luddite. Like his wife's got all the technology. Anyway, whatever. Speaking of which, now that we're chatting live on my channel after chatting for a couple hours on Peter's, what's everybody drinking over here?
First of all, Nick, we were not on there for a couple hours. We were there for 25 minutes. We disrupted it, and now we've gone to our own thing. So let's be truthful to our audience.
We made it way too Canadian. Except for Joe, who's not Canadian.
We hit what are you drinking, Joe? I'm double fisting. I got Hot Pants from Thin Man Brewery and got Preemption New England Style IPA from 42 North Room. And
very nice.
I'm drinking them. And they are good.
Nice. Great. What are you drinking?
I'm continuing drinking my growler of Blue Goose Pilsner. It's a collab with Bar Hop Bar.
Okay.
Seems like there's way too many bars in there. It's a 5% Pilsner, and it is 100% okay. It's not bad. It's not amazing, but
okay. It's a Pilsner. It's a Pilsner.
It's a Pilsner. It's a very kind of grassy Pilsner, and it's fine. It's no steam whistle, but it's okay.
But what is?
It's hard to compare with steam whistle.
Nothing is as good as steam whistle because that's Canada's premium Pilsner.
Nothing compares. No, sorry.
To you.
To steam.
No, I see Rod's in, but he's got his camera off. What? Are you listening?
The Rod's always in.
This is ground control to Mr. Rod.
Mr. Rod. Well, we can move on. Redbeard, welcome. Thanks for joining, man. And what are you drinking?
I am finishing off this Beauty and the Belgian. Surprisingly, it's not that yeasty and like that's one of my kryptonites, I guess you could say, is the yeasty Belgian flavor. It doesn't work for me, but this one doesn't. Yeah. It's not bad. It's okay.
But Redbeard, more importantly, you have a dog beside you. Tell us about your dog and what is your dog?
He's a rat.
The Redbeard dog review.
Everybody knows Oreo. Come on,
he's a rat.
Oreo.
Oreo the dog.
Watch this. Well, watch how friendly he'll be for this.
Who's up?
There he goes.
He's pissed.
Yeah, he's gonna bite you in the nuts while you're sleeping.
You can't even see us because all of his hair is in the way. It's all right.
There you go. There. Look,
he's like, put me down before I bite your beard.
Oh, he's really gonna bite your nuts off now.
No.
And Rod, I see you're making noise now.
Yeah, I said I was back.
Didn't hear you.
Nobody heard that.
What are you drinking, Rod J?
What are you drinking, sir?
Adventures?
I just grabbed a Dark Horse for Smoke Stout.
Oh, baby, that's so good. Baby,
because why not? He's having some Gouda.
You got your second dislike by way on your fat.
Did I?
Yeah, that was me. That one was me.
I thought for a second there I got dislikes on this chat already. I'm like, what?
I opened my 17 accounts. You have all the dislikes.
Figured.
No, I wouldn't do that to you, Nick. Nick, what are you drinking?
I am drinking something local. I'm drinking a Trailway Lampen double IPA, New England style double IPA, made exclusively with Cascade hops from was it Bloomfield Hop Farm or something?
Baby, the double dry hop, baby, the DDH.
Both the beers that are being
no, it's not double dry hop, but it's.
I want really, really bad. I want both the beers you guys are having badly. They're fucking awesome looking, and they sound.
I got a you.
The beer that's mentioned on my shirt, the Who John hops from Trailway. I think they actually have made like a double dry hop version of that. I haven't had it.
The sad reality is when it comes to New England style, most of the beers are double dry hopped. It's just whether or not the breweries are going to put DDH on it or double dry hop, because it, much like the acronym IPA has been a big seller for like the last 5 years, DDH, when it comes to these New England styles, it's like, I don't know, it just generates buzz or excitement in people. And it's just like a lot of, like almost all these beers are double dry hopped. It's just, I don't know.
What is this?
Baby, it's all about making it a Finland pour, baby.
Drink the potion.
Jesus Christ.
I believe Roger is drinking a double dry hop potion, baby. Oh, baby. Okay, now listen here, Maxwell Star. I see what you're doing, baby. No, no objection, baby. But two Nicks in the same chat. How am I supposed to deal with this, baby?
Oh, it's gonna be madness. You're gonna have to become Maxwell Star.
Right?
You're gonna have to become Maxwell.
He's replying to me on Facebook, so I'm just thinking he might be interested in coming on.
Yeah. It's your chat. You do what you need, but I'm on board. I don't know if I can handle all the Nick, like West Coast Nick and East Coast Nick and Nickelodeon. All right,
Way too many Nicks.
Yeah, wait, baby, way too many Nicks. Someone's getting slammed tonight. Am I right, Greg?
What's happening?
Yeah,
Agnes is getting slammed tonight.
Listen here, I wasn't talking about that kind of slam.
No, that was a good reference there.
She's asleep. I've already fed her the one-eyed snake.
Someone's getting the gack. Getting the gack.
Baby.
Cack.
Hello, baby.
Remember that the Nickelodeon gack you could buy? It was like this fucking that slimy weird shit.
Oh yeah, that shit dried up. I had a whole.
They were
bunch
trying
of
to
that
be like
stuff
the
in
next
basement.
evolution of Silly Putty or something, but Silly Putty will always be like Silly Putty was the
That stuff
shit.
was
man.
fun to play with, admittedly. Oh, speaking of toys, has anyone been watching? Has anyone watched the Netflix series "The Toys That Made Us"?
No.
Nope. Was it good?
I highly recommend if you like have any sort of '80s nostalgia. It's
wanna watch it
actually quite fun. Like there's one for Star Wars toys, one for Barbie, one for Master Universe, and one for GI Joe. And it's actually quite an interesting series. Now, here's a fun fact that you guys probably don't know and probably don't want to know, but I'm going to tell you anyway.
Nice.
There is a toy called. I'll tell you it is called. Hold on, because I was actually looking it up to make sure it's a real thing.
Fascinating.
Oh, baby doll.
Okay,
Baby doll.
okay, it's called
What's happening?
Growing Skipper is Barbie's little sister. A toy called Growing Up Skipper, where there's a mechanism on her arm, and when you move her arm, her boobs grow. So the idea is it's supposed to be prepubescent Skipper, and then she's growing breasts
What the
as it
fuck?
is. Yes, look it up.
actual toy.
I'm not making up. Growing Up Skipper's a toy, and if you want one now, they cost like $300 because it's a collector's item.
And
so
Greg has looked into this. Let's be John.
Oh,
He's looked into this.
I've ordered
extensively.
3 of them. I've ordered
Oh.
3 of them. I'm going to set them up in a daisy chain so they all go at once. It's like, no titties,
Money
titties.
well spent.
No titties, titties. No titties, titties.
Randomly, along the same lines, Greg, you know who James May is? Anybody here know who James May? From
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
top
of
tier-
course.
Former top tier.
Former
Captain
Top Gear,
Slow.
now
now
Grand
it's the
Tour.
Grand Tour, yeah. But
Captain Slow.
he's done a bunch of like his off shows with just him kind of thing on the BBC and shit like that.
Yeah.
And he did a series called James May's Toy Stories.
Yeah, I've seen at least one of those before.
I recommend checking them all out because they like the first one they did. It was
I
like,
like
they're
some
making-
sex toys here, baby.
no, they're making a model plane. A model plane. Well, you know how like when you buy a model plane or any model, it's like in that big piece of plastic, we're gonna break all the pieces out and shit like that.
Mhm.
They cast a to scale model of whatever plane it was. So all these kids were there, like breaking these full size pieces out, and they build like a to scale model of this. And they did a bunch. They did a full 2-story house made of Lego and shit. Like I highly recommend you check that fucking series out, man. It's really, really, really good.
I think I saw the very first one they did, and it's been a while, so I don't really remember it all that much, but I do remember it being kind of fun. Like, I love these shows that go back to, like, the 80s,
Just
even though
like-
obviously I wasn't a kid growing up in Britain in the 80s, but, like, you know, it's still kind of neat.
It's just cool to see like they're taking these like the old school toys and like just like taking them. They build a whole bridge out of Meccano or something like that in one episode where it's like Meccano's this thing you make like a little toy about this big. They're like, we'll take it to the next level. Like,
I remember
they built-
Meccano. I remember
and
the
a 2-story
commercials for that
house
shit.
and just they do there was a racetrack in Britain, one of the oldest ones in the world or something like that, where like most like I think like a third of it still is there, but everything else is like now housing developments and shit, and they like retrace the original route and put like model car racetrack tracks down and like did an actual race with that, and it's really really cool, man. They
And toys on Robot Chicken, baby, and make them talk.
to the fucking extent. It's awesome.
Just make them wrestle in your Four Horsemen toys.
Yeah, baby, 4 horsemen, baby. 4 of them. Greg, have you tried the Black Roses from Bellwoods yet?
No, I might actually pop into Bellwoods tomorrow and pick that up.
Because my buddy Sean brought it down, and I this sounds like one of the coolest beers. It's an imperial stout that is brewed with rose water and dates, then conditioned on toasted almonds and pistachios. That's
one
cool
of those
shit.
beers. I'm like, it'll
Some
probably
hipster
be
shit.
either good or it'll be awful.
It'll probably be really good or really awful. That's the problem.
I hate that
That's
you're
the
able
truth.
to say, Greg, that like I'll go there tomorrow and get it. Like Bellwoods.
Yeah, it's like I'm gonna go to
I would
Bellwoods
love-
tomorrow.
I would
Nah.
love to live close to them, man.
Well, I
They
wanna
make a
pop
lot of
in-
cool beers.
Hey, be happy. I'm sure you
Well,
live
Jesus
close to some
Christ!
of the
I went to
brewers.
Bellwoods last time it was up to Chad's, and it was like it felt like going on a beer pilgrimage. You're like, well, I'm just gonna go to Bellwoods tomorrow.
Yeah.
Well, you know,
I'll be
do you
honest.
say
I'll be honest.
casually?
I don't like most of.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah.
I don't like
I
most
don't
of
care.
Bellwood stuff anymore because now they're always focused on doing their wild ales and their sours and their fucking
Yeah.
barrel aged shit that tastes like sours. And to me, that doesn't appeal to me that much. And frankly, all their beers I used to love, like their Roman Candle and their Juice,
They're
they change the
different.
recipes so much
yeah, they have.
that I don't like them anymore.
Roman
So-
Candle went from like a old school, almost West Coast style, but like still fruity and juicy and tropical and stuff to a straight up New England style. But they
It's
still
a New
kept the
England
name.
style IPA.
But they kept the
It's
name the
completely
same,
fucking
which
different.
is
I remember the first time I ever had a
Yeah.
Witch Shark. It was like mind blowing.
well,
like
Witch
Witch
Shark.
Shark-
Witch Shark
is
kept
still,
is still the same.
yeah, Witch Shark is still really good. In fact, I'd argue it's probably better than it used to
I
be.
liked it better, but
But I do find it's got the dreaded batch variation.
I did have some
fuck's
kind of a shark beer by theirs at a bar here in North Bay. I want to
didn't
say
you?
it was-
Wasn't it Milk
It-
Shark?
Yeah, I think
It's
it
either
was
Witch Shark or
It's
Milk
Milk
Shark.
Shark.
probably Milk Shark then, and it was damn tasty. It was
That-
really good.
Baby, those Milk Sharks are very
Damn,
thought
son.
after, baby. Highly thought after.
Yeah,
Oh,
those
no.
things sell out very quickly. I
I
think
was
I've had
gonna tell
2 of
you,
them.
you guys always talk about Nickelbrook. They just got one of our places. Nickelbrook in.
What did they get?
I don't know. It's a good beer. I know you guys always talk about it, but it's a really good.
Maybe the Kentucky
make some
Bastard.
Baby doll.
I've never had a Kentucky Bastard.
Oh, baby, you need to go get yourself some Nickelbrook.
I drank me that
Yeah,
Catholic Bastardo last night, and it was damn tasty, but not really.
The Kentucky Bastard from Nickelbrook is probably the best Nickelbrook I've ever had. That was
My preference
was
is the
the
whiny
bomb.
bastard.
I had
Oh,
the
Whiny
IPA
Bastard.
and the whiny, and
you know, Whitey Bastard was good, but I'm not a huge fan of wine, so it
There
wasn't
you go, me too.
speaking to me.
Neither am I.
Kentucky
Guess
Bastard,
what? I still
yeah.
liked it, baby.
Pretty
Well,
much
the thing,
most-
Yeah, baby.
Yeah.
the thing with
Yeah.
Whiny Bastard, have you had the newer ones? Because I find
No.
that the newer ones just aren't quite as good as like I love the first year, the second year they came out with, and
Yep.
since then I just don't find that they're as good.
I still got a 13 in my cellar that you gave me, Greg, and
Holy shit.
I
It's
think
probably-
it's gonna explode everywhere, baby.
It's gonna explode everywhere, and it's gonna taste very infected.
Oh, I can't wait. I'm super pumped up to drink a beer
So excited.
that's infected. Mhm. No, I mean,
Yeah.
but you know what? Even if it's infected, it really doesn't matter because it's already wine barrel age. It's just going to be even more
it's
sour.
kinda-
But
it's kinda
be like a
decided
sour
that
stout,
it's-
probably, at that point.
Sour
Sour.
Yeah,
Sounds like a
that's what it
Pally
is. No, the Whiny Bastard is solid, but I still think overall the Kentucky Bastard, even though they've had a few years that were just completely off, I still think it's probably their most solid beer.
And headstock is it's just a very solid year-round. Get it
Except
anywhere
they
pretty
keep
fresh.
changing-
IPA.
They keep changing
As
the
long as
recipe, so you never quite know what you're getting with a headstock.
I haven't had, to be fair, I haven't had headstock in like a year and a half,
They've
2
got
years.
their
But
new the one that won their 4-pack, whatever the fuck was an IPA. So that's going to be their.
Is that a New
something
England
super
style, though?
Awesome. I think so. Yeah. But I like the sour beer in that pack myself. That was my choice. But man,
yeah, Nickelbrook was good stuff. But
Oh,
be curious to see when their Niagara region brewery opens in Niagara Falls, I believe it was.
I would
Curious
love
to
to
see.
be a lot closer to the Funk Lab place they have there. Like some of the cool sour beers they're releasing down there in their Funk Lab are really tasty sounding, and they're like available there, and they send some kegs to a bar here and there in town, but that's it, and it makes me sad. I'm so sad.
Sad baby.
They made a pineapple sour early this year that sounded fucking amazing. That would be, yeah. If you did that right, like pineapple beer could be. I had the pineapple the Nickelbrook fucking whatever it was. That was pretty tasty. But to do like a full on pineapple sour beer, that could be really good, I think.
I concur. Yeah, there's it's just, I mean, there's a fucking shit ton of breweries at this point, and they're all over the place. And there's always Earth is in the chat. He says, "Cheers, fellas. Cheers, Earth. Earth, if you ever Earth, if you ever want an invite, Nick will be." No, I'm just kidding. Earth's a good guy. He's on Joe D's chat. He usually creeps on everybody's. Yeah,
Jody? I think I just added him as a friend on Untapped tonight.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
Been a few of my live streams.
Yeah, if you want a link, we can probably find somebody to send you one.
Nah, he usually creeps like he's Jamie.
Oh, he's
Also,
like
Nick,
a versus. Okay, cool.
Nick, I have a friend. Can I invite him to the chat?
No.
Peter's
Your
fella.
friends? Is she hot and she naked?
Oh,
not
Nick,
professional.
Nick,
I'm so
Nick,
sorry.
That's
He's so
incredibly
chatting.
sorry.
Seriously.
Even if she was and you said yes, it'd be like, yeah, okay, cool, we're online now, and it'd be like, oh, no, we're offline.
Nick, I'm sorry if women
Yeah,
are
I
just
know,
walking
ain't that
vaginas
always the
to
way?
you, but the rest of us, value their minds.
Why aren't we streaming on Pornhub or something? Come on now.
Oh, you got it.
Red tube.
I like when he said that. Rod said, "Oh, you got to be kidding me! No, we're not. Totally streaming on Pornhub or
So disgusted by Nick, I gotta go
X-Hamster
pee.
or something."
Apparently, I need more beer.
X Hamster, I prefer X Hamster to Pornhub because I find X Hamster has a lot more weird porn videos that appeal to me.
Is this the new thing in the chat? There's a vote on the sideboard,
Wait,
Huh?
what?
What?
the inner message board.
Their message board.
I don't.
Any
What do you-
objection?
Oh yeah, just in case.
Oh.
That's how we kind of play.
Yeah, actually, Dan said that he's got to finish cleaning up and then he'll be in. Which is cool.
He's Mr. Mom today.
Oh, it's snowing outside here. How nice.
Diddly potato.
One potato, two potato, three potato, four.
I'm kind of debating. Should we start rating Canadian beer news or something?
Yeah, I'm on it. Where are we going? I can get this, boys.
I don't know. Is there any wherever you guys are from? Is there any interesting beer news going on?
I don't know.
Really? Even American beer news?
What was the? Oh, we didn't. I don't think we. Well, we haven't done a Rod. I haven't been on a Rod J Beer Flow show for a couple weeks because unfortunately, I'm working pretty late those nights. So I don't think we talked about it. But I don't know. I'm pretty sure Rod saw the news. But Stone Brewing has sued Keystone, Miller Coolers, because on Keystone. So Keystone has been really pushing the whole Stone aspect of Keystone, where they like their ads will be like grab a stone or grab a keystone, and the key will be like very light and the stone will be bolded. What's that, Rob?
That's gonna take stones.
Call it stones or something. I never heard it called stones before.
No, but they're trying to push that.
Yeah,
the Stone is like, time out, brothers. Get it? It's just like bring it back.
Settle down.
Bring it back. Like, yeah. So they're like preemptively trying to basically sue them from marketing.
If somebody confuses a keystone with a stone, you shouldn't be drinking, baby.
No, but I think they're just. I mean, there are people out there that could get that, but people.
You might be already drunk. You might need to stop.
Yeah. But I mean, I get it. I get it because it's kind of like, even though Stone is one of the biggest breweries in the industry, it's like it's Miller Coors. They are a giant, and it's good to see Stone kind of take the fight to them in the situation, which I think I I don't object to it. I think it's good that they're doing it. I think it is a little overblown. They had Greg Cook on there, the owner and founder. And it's like a 4-minute video of him explaining why they're going. He's like, we're not doing this for any publicity yet. You totally
some of the block letter is pretty close or something. I thought they said.
Yeah, it is. It is pretty close. So it'll be interesting.
It's called It's Key from Stone.
Mm-hmm. Yep. We have another comment, and it is from Kim Mountain. She says, "Hey, Redbeard." She specifically is targeting Redbeard. She hates the rest of us. Don't lump us in.
Hi, Redbeard.
We are not like Greg. Yeah, Greg is his own man. Unfortunately, the man that he is him. So, that happens. In other beer news, aside from that, we have Canadian beer news. And this is something that we've mentioned. I think Chris mentioned it in one of his moos, my own opinions. But in St. Catharines, Ontario, Canada, Plan B Brewery and Lounge shut down. They opened in July of 2016, so only about a year and a half, not even 2 years. They closed their doors on Facebook. They posted something that said last day open for now. They suggested that a reopening may take place in the future, but really didn't post any more information. And it was kind of like sudden. I mean, I think.
Well, who was it that was talking about it? It was Chris, wasn't it? It was talking about the guy, usual guy in there, John. Because Chris is from St. Catharines, where this is at. And it was something along the lines of he left the company suddenly, and all of a sudden Plan B's closing.
Yeah.
And so I guess maybe they're kind of in limbo. Maybe they'll open up in the future. I don't think it was because, beer is successful just about everywhere. So
it was a really nice, like I went there. That's one of the places Chad took me while I was down there, and it was a really nice place to be. That decent beer.
Yeah, because that was only like a month ago we were at Chad's, right?
Yeah, really. So yeah, it was.
And to rewind for a second, what Redbeard said. He said, "What did you say, Redbeard? You said it was a really nice place, right?" Yeah. And then you followed that up with, "They have decent beer." Here's the thing about Plan B.
The beer wasn't. I didn't have anything there that blew my mind.
Yeah, it was just. It's okay, right? Well, here's the thing about Plan B. Outside of you and Chris and Chad, I have again other Canadian friends that have went there and they have not had glowing reviews of the beer itself. Some of their stuff has, the whole improperly brewed aspect to it. Mm-hmm. They made a popcorn beer, which I'm just going to tell you right now.
Right, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah. It's one of those things where was that a so-called infected beer or improperly, what is it, diacetyl? Was it that? And they just diacetyl. How do you
diacetyl? I think is.
Baby, you can say it however you want. We know what we're talking about. We're on the same page.
Who cares?
But it incorporates the corn aspect, right? The buttery popcorn aspect to it. And they brewed a beer that was like, this is our buttered popcorn beer. And people were giving them props. Like, that's awesome. It's like, that's no, but maybe, but no. Like, it's. So did they have a beer improperly brewed and then just turned it into that? Listen, I don't know. I have nothing. I'm not insinuating anything. I'm just saying.
It's funny you say that because I recently had from Barnstormer in Barrie, they made as one of their like seasonal releases, whatever they call their series, they had a bourbon barrel aged version of their Flight Delay IPA. Mm-hmm. And I mentioned that, and I think it was Paul was in the chat with me, and Paul came out and he's like, "Dude, that is definitely a batch of beer they fucked up, and they tried to save it by doing that." It was like, you know what? I almost kind of believe that because like, why the hell would you barrel age an IPA in bourbon barrels? I've never ever heard of that before. It wasn't any. It smelled like wine mixed with apple juice or something.
Yeah,
my vlog is probably done rendering, but yeah, it wasn't good. I need to upload that now. I shall return.
It would surprise me if they had barrel. I've seen all kinds of shit getting barrel aged.
Yeah, no, I mean there's been a lot of IPAs that have been barrel aged, at least in the States. There's a lot of great stuff. So yeah, Plan B closed the doors. Maybe they'll open them up. Who knows? Other beer news. To shout out to our buddy Ewart, who's a piece of shit, but he's also our buddy.
Somehow.
Chapter Chapter 2 Brewing opened in Windsor, Ontario, Canada, a couple days ago. Hopefully they don't go Chapter 7 or 11, if you know what I mean. They they are a nano brewery opening up in the Walkerville neighborhood of Windsor, which I believe there's already a Walkerville brewery there. But they did a soft opening in February, selling growlers and glasses during limited business hours. So Windsor has another brewery. Like, it's Windsor, though. Sure, it's terrible. Much like you were. What else we got going on?
Womp womp.
Hamilton, Ontario has Merit Brewing. I don't know if any of you have been to Merit or have had anything from Merit. I don't think they release much stuff outside. Yeah, that would be one I would say check out. Apparently they have fantastic sausages, and no, Greg is not here. But yeah, they actually have good food there and whatnot. That actually, my buddy who came down, a couple other people were telling me about like Merit, how good it was food wise, and that they make good beer. Well, they actually did a trio of variants for their Nowhere Imperial Stout. They did a bourbon barrel aged Nowhere, aged in Heaven Hill bourbon barrels. Then they did a raspberry brownie Nowhere, which was inspired by their raspberry cheesecake brownie made in their kitchen, and then a salted caramel Nowhere. So if anyone's in Hamilton, definitely check out Merit. That sounds actually quite tasty, and I want them all. What are the prices, though? 500 milliliter bottles. I wonder what the price is.
No, Merit's not that far out of the way if it's only in Hamilton. I just thinking like the spring be kind of fun to go there as a brewery visit.
There, and you could go to Collective Arts too.
Yeah. Well, there's a bunch of spots to go to in the Hamilton, Burlington kind of area. I'd love to go to Nickelbrook as well.
It's a shame you haven't been there.
I've never actually.
It's a shame.
You know what? Every time I've gone to Chad's, they've always gone to Nickelbrook first or something. So I'm like, I don't get to go there. I want to fucking go to Nickelbrook, even if it's not that great.
You fucking tell them, Dick. You will fucking stand for this. You want to go to Nickelbrook? It's your party, and you'll cry if you want to, but you're going to Nickelbrook. No one's stopping you. No one's stopping you. But no, I've been to the facility, and I did like a little tour and stuff, and it was really sweet. I will just say this: Nickelbrook makes some fantastic regular like craft root beer. It's fucking phenomenal.
I've heard about that. I want to try that really badly, but it's not something I can just get.
Oh, that root beer? Yeah.
Oh, the root beer. What is it? Babbling Brook? Oh, it's so good.
Mill Street Distillery root beer, whatever the fuck. That stuff was gross. I tried Mill Street, non-alcoholic, whatever. It was gross. It was fucking disgusting.
Well, they had like an alcoholic root beer too, and it was okay.
I don't know. Like the one I had, it was like me. There's Dad's. It's like one of the kind of more high-end root beers out there. There's
Oh yeah, I know
Jones makes a really good one.
Yeah,
and then A&W Barks.
To be honest, A&W for like a commonly available root beer is actually pretty tasty.
Like that's kind of like the Mill Street one was just so the opposite spectrum of the root beer flavor scale, I guess, that I just never kind of had before. And it was like, what the fuck is this? It didn't work for me at all.
And I just want to point something out about Merit too, and this is the truth posted on their Instagram page. They also have candy cane beets, spicy rainbow carrots, candy cane beets, like bottled beets, like they have spicy rainbow carrots, cheddar smoky 4-packs, and garlic pickles.
The cheddar, whatever smoky 4-pack sounds pretty good.
Yeah, with some garlic pickles. I mean,
nothing else sounds like something I want to try.
Come on, garlic pickles.
I'm not a pickle guy.
Well, how do you cleanse your palate? I don't understand.
I like things that are pickled, except cucumbers. I guess like it's like I don't like actual pickles, but like give me a piece of pickled.
So you like the
brine or something?
You like the pickle brine, basically, is what it comes down to. Like whatever's pickled, you like the brine aspect of it.
Like the salty kind of, it gives that vinegary flavor.
The brine. Redbeard, the brine.
Again, yeah.
But you don't necessarily want pickles. You want other stuff.
You were around when I had the pickled fucking wiener.
Yeah, you were. Well, that's a little bit. Now listen. Yo, I was not around when he had a pickled wiener. Just clarifying.
Sure you were. Yeah, here you go. Here's the Babbling Brooks.
Inserting it into my mouth super slowly.
Oh my lord!
Babbling Brooks from Nickelbrook here.
Yep.
And hey, look, I want to try this ginger beer because it has my name on it.
That's good too, that ginger beer. But I'm a guy that if you put a ginger beer, root beer in front of me, taking the root beer 9 times out of 10.
Yeah,
just how it is.
Ginger beer.
Oh, yeah.
Like, is it like
Chad gave me one of them. It was really tasty.
Yeah, those ginger beers are
like,
strong
kind of
though.
Spicy ginger beer. Like, yeah, that's awesome. I like that. That's
It's good, but it's like,
but it's good.
It's one of those things by like when the bottle's gone, you're like, I don't want any more because it's just.
Oh no, you're having one and then you're good.
Yeah,
so
the root beer I could drink like a 4-pack of it.
Yeah, you have one of those for the start, and then you finish it off with the 4-pack of root beer because you can keep drinking them. Yeah, for sure.
See, for sure. I'd still like to try at least one of the ginger beers because I love ginger beer.
Well, again, me as well. Like, but it's the same thing. What Joe's saying is, the ginger beer can be spicy ginger to the point where it's like you drink that one, you're like, that was good, but I don't want to drink another one of these right now. I want a root beer now or something. Yeah.
It kind of overwhelms your palate with like one note of just the ginger. It's like, kind of done with that.
Just that one overwhelming ginger, huh?
I'm not Lee, baby.
Oh, yeah. No, we're not Lee here.
Bandit Brewery out of Toronto.
That was great.
I'll be interesting to see when Greg's done walking his dog. If he's had anything from Bandit, I don't recall, but they released a Hawaii. They don't call it a Hawaii IPA. I don't even know how they worded this, but basically a Hawaiian IPA that's a raspberry mango milkshake IPA.
Oh, that's
good.
Done right, that could be fucking amazing. Like one of my favorite beers of all time is Barnstormer has a they're in Barrie. They have their Flighty IPA, the barrel aged one I was talking about before. In the summer, they come out with a mango Flight Delay IPA. And it's like their Flight Delay, and I'm pretty sure they take actual mangoes and basically dry hop with mangoes or something like that. It is unbelievably
unbelievable. Like, I could smell colors.
Mangoes are like, if a perfectly ripe mango is one of the most overall delicious flavors in my personal opinion. And to put that into a beer and have that come out like that, it was so good, man. So good.
I gotta find if I processed that video or not, but I did actually make a visit to Bandit this past spring with Chad. But I don't think I had a Hawaiian Pale Ale or anything on hand at that time.
I haven't heard the best about them, but I haven't had anything, so I can't really. I
remember enjoying it quite a bit, and there were nice people there. It's kind of neat where it's like a brewery is kind of made out of a converted garage. Like it used to be a mechanic shop before, and they can even like open the front end of the brewery up like with the doors.
That's cool.
Yeah.
There's a lot of breweries that are like repurposed for something else, and if
I love it.
Right, it can be all like old fire halls or something like that, and they make it into a brewery. And if they do it right,
I think my favorite spot for repurposed locations was like an elementary school was repurposed into New Limburg. I went there in 2016 with Guy and Radar and Chad, and it was actually really nice in there. Like you walk in, you look over in the gymnasium. That's where all the brewing equipment is, and it's all shut off. And then in the other side, you're walking into like a classroom, and this is where their beer bar is. It was so weird.
Super cool. I like that.
And they didn't even change the tile on the floor, and everything was still there. Brick wall.
It looked like your school, but now it's
it looked like a school. It looked like a school.
That's really cool.
Is the beer good?
Yeah, New Limburg's kind of like Belgian kind of style. They had some pretty decent beers there.
Nice.
I really like their blonde, and their milk stout was pretty good too.
You would.
It's funny here in North Bay. There's a school. There's a bunch of schools. Like I guess the population, like people aren't having kids the way they used to. Like so many schools have closed down here in North Bay, and now they're like apartment or condo fucking complexes. And my boss had the contract to do the floors in the one place, and I was in there helping them. And they are like, they make my apartment look like an average kind of place. Like where if you're here, you're like, wow,
like a place for the average Joe.
My apartment is
Let's see what you did there.
far and above a lot of people have in this town. But that one place, man, it's like that puts this place to shame. It makes me sad.
Nice. But not nice, but kind of nice, but not really, but okay.
I still love my home, but it could be more now.
I'm gonna have to ask.
You just saw
Rod
that.
why he hasn't had this beer, why he hasn't sent it to me, why I haven't heard anything about it, and why I might have to powerbomb him through a table.
What beer?
From Braxton and Grader's Ice Cream, they did the black raspberry chocolate chip milk stout.
That was okay.
You had it?
Oh, I've had it before, yeah.
You son of a
It's kind of
bitch.
sweet, though. I mean, it's
Sign me up. What do you mean? So I want all the sweetness.
It's not like your father's root beer. I mean, it's like,
Yeah, I want to try it.
The one they did with the blueberry pie, though, was a lot better.
Oh, see, just give me all the Braxton goodness at some point, please.
Did I send you a Braxton beer?
Yeah, but you sent me the fucking Dead Blow, which sounds great. Trust me, but like I want like blueberry pie and fucking black raspberry chocolate chip ice cream beers. That sounds fantastic. Please help me.
Do you like the Dead Blow?
I haven't had it yet. I've been drinking all the fucking IPAs that everyone sends me, which again, I appreciate it. It's just a lot of IPAs. There's a lot of IPAs to drink.
I'm about IPA out right now. But
I am too. I'm right with you, Rod. I have like 17 in my fridge though. I got to drink.
But again, though, like IPA is one of those things where there's so much variance in what you can do.
Oh
with
yeah,
the flavors in an IPA that like, if I was having a different one every day for a month, I probably would not. I might by the end of the month, I might say like I'm kind of burnt out in IPAs, but if they're all that different in what they can do with the flavor, it'd be like I just had fucking a month of.
Well, if you really think about it, like people were getting like IPAs were getting real stale. Then it was like 2015, 2016. All of a sudden, it was like, ooh, India Session Ales. These are nice, cleaner IPAs that we can start enjoying. And then that got kind of dated, and now it's like, oh, these juicy New England style IPAs. Now you can enjoy those.
There's always going to be something. There's always going to be something.
It's always reinventing itself.
Mm-hmm.
First it was East Coast, then it was West Coast, then it's
and
again, like there's so many
IPA.
directions you can go with an IPA. It's like you can have like an English style IPA that's all this multi flavor.
Look at the kind of the next trend coming off of the New England style IPA. You get the milkshake IPAs, like that mango soft. What was that? The soft serve ones that you had.
Yeah,
like that's probably lactose IPA is probably gonna be the next thing.
The one from Collective Arts with the habaneros in it. That was a weird beer, but it was pretty good. It was
the raspberry milkshake. I loved it.
Yeah, but like the habaneros were like
non-existent. Yeah, they weren't there.
It wasn't the spicy habanero flavor. It was the other. Nobody cares about this flavor of it. They don't. You say habanero. Nobody expects this flavor you're giving them. They expect spicy because it's a habanero, but it was still good.
I agree with you though, Rod. I'm IPA'd out, and I think what Red Beer is saying is true. There's so many ways to present an IPA. The problem is when it seems like every new release, and it's middle of winter, it's super cold out, and I'm not a guy that drinks beer by whatever the weather is or the season. But at some point, like in the middle of winter, I'm like, can you just stop with all the IPAs? Maybe just give me like a Imperial Stout or like a Scotch Ale or something. But no, they just keep like more releases, and I know they're popular. I know what people drink, but like right now, I literally have 17 or 18 IPAs in my fridge that were sent to me. I drank most of the ones sent to me from Eric. I have a couple sent from Todd. I have a couple sent from maybe one from Rod. Sean, who I met up with today, brought me down fucking like 3 more today. He already brought me 4. I bought a couple locally. It's like, it's just I want to drink other beers, and if I don't drink these are going to be.
You don't have a channel. You're doing this and rating them on Untapped. Like,
well, it's not even rating. It's just I just drink them to drink them.
But still, the fact that you get all this awesome sounding beer sent to you, and you're just like, you're just some guy with no YouTube channel. You do have. I'll give you. You have a very strong knowledge of beer. You're very knowledgeable, but it's like, what's anybody getting out of? Like, I want to send you. I want to send you
I'm a fantastic individual, Red Beer.
Channel, and yet people send you beer to see what you think of it.
Again, he does.
Because you don't have to have a YouTube channel.
I want to send you a beer and watch you do a review on that beer kind of thing. That's where I am with the whole.
You will be soon able to do such a thing
again
at some point.
I know, man. I'm stoked.
And hopefully it's not a fucking IPA.
The switch in my pants. The switch in my pants is ready to just be like flicked from like always flaccid to just Joe has a channel, man. Oh my god. all the time. Yeah.
Let's not.
That's
no,
yeah,
but it is like I get excited when that's why I was like so excited to ask Greg earlier about the Bellwoods beer with the Imperial Stout with dates and pistachios. I'm like, holy shit, it's not an IPA. It's something that sounds interesting. It's like I just want to drink those IPAs and then not look at them.
I do agree. Like I love IPAs, but at the same time, seasonally this time of year, I'd want to see more stouts and kind of wintry type beers. And IPAs are like late spring, full on summertime, depending. Like it depends on the IPA too. Like an English style IPA that's more malty, that's a bit more of an acceptable winter beverage. But
I think it's all in the eye of the beholder.
Juiciness.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the hoppy juiciness.
It's all in the eye of the beholder, though.
The hoppy juiciness seems to be, for me, in my palate's opinion, I guess, more of a spring, summertime kind of vibrant. Yeah, you want that then. And then once you get into cold weather, that I get more than you guys get down there, but still,
yeah,
it's like you want more of that warming kind of, sit at home and sip on and just keep you warm kind of beer. But,
there's no rules to it. But yeah, I mean,
sure.
when it comes to, I guess, common sense would dictate you want your hop forward, easy drinking, refreshing beers in the spring and summer, and you want your 8+% imperial stouts, porters, barley wines, everything as the fall hits and winter is there. But it's one of those things where nowadays breweries just release whatever, whenever, based on what consumers want, and IPAs are hot, so it's like it doesn't matter if it's -10 out Fahrenheit, not even Celsius, like -10 Fahrenheit, and there's people waiting in line for releases for these IPAs and everything, and it's like I get it, but I just want some kind of variation in what's getting released, and it seems like 80-90% of it is just IPAs. And again, I'm not complaining, I'm just saying it gets tough to try to drink everything you want to try, and IPAs always go to the front of the line for most people, because you want to drink them relatively fresh. So if they just keep on releasing them, it's like, well, I don't have time to drink the other stuff unless I become an alcoholic, and I prefer not to.
How much I wish Marcel is all the time bitching like I've been doing this for, not like as long as you guys.
Certainly not me. I've been doing it forever.
But I've gotten to the point now where I very much know that any kind of beer that has any kind of hop presence that should be there is way better fresh. And anytime I bring that up with Mark, he's like, "You fucking blah blah blah. You're the only one that cares about this shit." It's like, no, I'm actually not. Like Marcel can drink an IPA that's fucking 2 years old and like, yummy, yummy. He's
characteristics. You gotta realize
weird,
that
man.
it depends what it is, because when they were made, they weren't made to be drinking as fresh as you drink them now.
Yeah, classic IPAs were meant to that.
It can be like a sweet spot. Like Chad did an experiment with like Innocent Gun beers at one point. Like this is years ago.
On your channel.
Sorry.
I'm drinking Stone over a year old. It's actually been not bad. It's been pretty good. And you still got hop presence.
I was just thinking like different aspects of the hops as well as different hop varietals. So they'll fade at different rates, so that the actual characteristic of the beer can change week after week after week.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Well, and actually, I had this conversation tonight at the shop and the share I did. There was someone asked, it was somewhat of a novice or someone like not. He's like, well, what's the best time to drink an IPA? And I'm like, no one can give you a 100% accurate answer on there, because there is no perfect time to drink an IPA. You would preferably want to drink them fresh, because that's what the brewery intended when they brew it. They say, hey, we drink fresh, right? How many IPAs have you gotten on a can that says drink fresh, don't age? Tons, right? But the problem is a lot of these newer styles, like the New England style, they have that greenness to them. A lot of people call them hop burn. That sometimes you drink these beers a week or two old, they're kind of off-putting and astringent, and you might want to wait until the 4, 6, 8 week mark to drink them. But you don't know that until you open that beer. If you have one can of it, how the hell you're most people are going to go, I'm drinking this fresh. And a lot of times they do.
Well, even some of them will tell you to age it. Take the Dogfish 120. It tells you can age it for a few years.
Yeah, but then it's a big baby.
Right. Yeah, like the Dogfish Head 120, you can age for a while.
Yeah,
any IPA you're going to have is going to have its own specific kind of sweet spot where you want to. That's where it's going to be at its most, and they're different for like every single IPA. Like generally, the fresher the better, but like what you guys are saying, like some of them you want to have that little bit of an age.
Especially like the New England IPAs, you want to drink them as fresh as possible.
When they created the IPA and it was sent over, it was because they put the hops are just preserved, so the preservatives were put in to send it over, so people would drink them 6 months later, a year later, or whatever, because they wanted them more malted out. So
when you think of it, how long was the voyage to India from Britain anyway?
The Highlander, the beautiful Highlander I had, the spring IPA was they purposely aged that to make it taste. And I drank it. And it was a good beer, but it didn't represent anything in the IPA category as far as like what I'm used to. And it was like, what the fuck is this? It's good, but that's an IPA kind of thing. And again, like that's what it would have been like.
Beer. I remember thinking first thing too, because there's people over here in America that drink beer and they get surprised when they go overseas to Europe and it's served not ice cold or has a little bit of room temperature over the styles too.
Europe's pretty much got a different kind of culture over there for as far as beer goes. Just to interrupt here, I wanted to welcome Dan to the chat. How you doing, Dan?
Baby, West Coast Nick, baby, the East Coast Dan. I don't know what happened.
There's no hat, so there's no West Coast Nick happening here.
Oh, baby.
I'm not wearing a hat. What do you see it? Well, I suppose I got this going on.
You got more hair than me.
Yeah. What are you drinking over there?
I'm actually drinking a beer that was brought to me at work, and it's Township's 24's Blonde Ale.
Nice.
Called Range 28. So it's a new brewery out of Alberta.
It's a cool looking bottle for sure. I like that.
Yeah. Well, they're not bottling yet, so it's a sample.
Oh,
look at this! Look at this special individual.
Insider info going on over here.
I kind of may have a part-time job at a liquor store. What can I say?
Nice. I'm still waiting on that Big Rock shipment of whatever the hell that was happening.
Have you not contacted them again?
Big Rock is apparently one of the breweries that's going to be at Chad's Fest this year. I saw the post on it. I'm like, what the fuck?
And I say this from in a completely
fucking grasshopper rail this year.
But I don't think I've ever heard anyone say I'm totally waiting on that Big Rock shipment of anything.
I totally want to try Big Rock traditional ale again. Big Rock hasn't been here in years.
I've got to pick up the latest thing from Big Rock. They've got a barrel aged Keurig or Keek. I never pronounce it properly.
I can't imagine anything barrel aged from Big Rock.
Yeah, the Creek. That's
okay.
Oh, Creek. Okay.
Yeah, I was trying to I legit did. I was like, is that like the name of it? No, it's okay. The Creek.
Cherry Lambic, right?
Yeah. It's a barrel aged cherry lambic. I'm kind of excited for it, but I haven't even had time to pick up my bottle. $20 a bottle too.
Holy fuck!
Big Rock is charging $20 a bottle.
The thing about lambics is that it's a special blend of like wild yeast that grow in the regional Lambic, Belgium. So when it comes to making when it comes to making a facsimile over here, it's always spiked with like lactobacillus or something like that in order to mimic what it tastes like, the wild yeast tastes like. But you don't have the same strains, and you don't have as many strains as you get over there in Belgium. So they don't come off the same over in this side of the pond.
Which is why they end up calling them American wild ales, right? Instead of lambics, because they literally cannot.
But they still get away with calling it a Creek.
Yeah. But I mean that. I guess, but I would assume it's more of an American wild. I don't think they're going to actually call it.
You see what I'm getting at.
No, for sure.
When you compare a Belgian Creek versus what they call a Creek over here or something, is going to be it's probably going to be completely different because the sour is not going to be the same.
Well, they're barrel aging it in wine barrels.
Well, that's going to be even more tart. Fuck.
Big Rock Big, so it's going to be terrible. I'm just kidding.
Hello, friends.
You know what? Actually, be kind of interesting to see what they do with it. And are you still whacking the dog?
I'm walking the dog, not whacking. Come on, Nick. Get command of the English language.
That's not quite. No, I think whacking sounded a little bit better than what we heard in the background.
It's that dude that looks exactly like Nick, except with less hair. How's it going, buddy?
Oh, you actually were watching. Hello.
Yeah, that's Greg, and he's a dick. Just confirmation, which is just
already know. See, he's lurking in the shadows like a creeper. I mean,
I'm kind of a lovable.
What do you mean like a creeper?
Hey, hold on. Here, you can see my dog instead. Here, you can watch my dog instead. That's more exciting.
I know you're Canadian, supposed to be kind, Dan, but it's not needed with Greg. Ever.
I'm sorry, I forgot. Eastern Ontario are more assholes than Western Canada.
I remember that. Yeah, no, for sure. All pieces.
That's true. We got the Sin Tower to show us how big our penises are.
And I'm pretty sure all the Maritimers are very bitter.
Oh, yes.
Super bitter. Right, Nick?
Not answering that.
Nah, I knew you wouldn't.
Nick's not bitter. He'll just lay down and be like, I got the CN Tower. I'm bigger.
Holy shit, the Canucks won tonight?
Yeah, it surprised me too. Malta de Montreal says, good evening, everyone. Hey, Rod, Redbeard, Joe and Max.
Oh, hey.
He says he comes in peace, Max and Joe, LOL. I don't know why singled us out there. I never said anything.
He's drinking an Ardbeg 10. Nice.
You're probably the ones who were like there in the last.
Ooh, Ardbeg 10, delicious.
Where a certain somebody might have been mildly obsessed with being just all the negative towards malted. So that's where I'm assuming that comes from. But yeah,
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Exactly. Yeah, nobody knows.
Yeah, we'll leave that alone.
What's up, Swally?
All right, it was me. I hated Malta Montreal, but I'm okay with them now. So let's make friends.
Always the fucking
You're such a bigot, Greg.
Always the Greg.
Hey, Rod, do you get a
I hate everyone, especially white people.
I hate everyone equally, yeah.
Do you get 6 Point Brewing in the your neck of the woods?
Oh, yeah.
They have 3 new beers coming out, and that's cool. You ever have resin from them?
Yeah.
They have the DDH resin. Watch out! DDH resin, anti-resin, which is a New England style double, and then Pixel Dust, which is a hazy session ale. But I guess it might be. Is it brewery only? Oh yeah, it might be actually brewery only. Fuck you, 6 Point. Why is this on Beer News when no one can get it, but people go into the brewery? Son of a bitches. And you got to buy it through their app. The 6 Point has an app where you can buy the beers and pick it up at the brewery. I guess that's cool for people who live in New York City. All right, I'm sorry. That's on me. My bad.
You're being truthful. The stuff you're reporting for Beer News before you reported as Beer News, Joe. Good job, buddy.
I'm trying to report as Beer News, and then I'm like, why is this on like an actually huge news website when it's like it's all brewery only? I don't get it. I don't get it. Whatever. What are you gonna do?
What you gonna do when they come for you?
Mm-hmm. Apparently, Boston Beer Company, Sam Adams, has a new CEO.
Oh, wow.
Is it Greg Koch?
No, it is not. It is. Let's see who this is.
That's Ewart's favorite CEO.
He is Dave Berwick, who was the former CEO of Pete's Coffee and Tea.
Oh, that's nice.
We have some
boy. But that's actually kind of surprising. Like Greg Koch has been in there since like or what's his name? Jim Koch.
Greg Cook. Jim Cook.
Well,
it's pronounced Koch.
They actually already had a CEO called Martin Roper. That was with
well, yeah, but I'm just saying, like new owner or new CEO. That's the other guy's been there since the beginning, hasn't he?
Greg Koch, yeah, but he's the founder. I don't think he's actually hasn't been the CEO in a long time. I think they transitioned a long time ago. They're going to pay the guy $750.
Now, I think.
What's that, Rod?
I think Cook is chairman of the board now. You know about Jim Cook?
Yeah, Jim Cook.
Yeah, Jim's like chairman, I believe.
The new CEO is going to earn a modest $750,000, but he's taking home a hefty $1.6 million signing bonus.
Plus, you probably get a lot of free beer.
Probably all the beer that he wants, but it is Boston Beer Company beer, so is that really a win? Probably not.
It's all right.
Yeah, it's aight.
All right, the dog's finding a place to take a shit.
Also, in other news, 3 Floyds Brewing, they are planning a huge expansion.
Ooh, maybe I'll actually get to try it someday.
You might, but
only if Joe brings some to the bottle share that we can mix with cream ale from Niagara.
For fuck's sake, Greg.
What was that?
Not gonna do that.
What'd you say?
Try mixing it with Double Tempest.
I didn't hear what you said.
Really
What did you say?
appreciate you swearing all this so much. You know, this is a classy chat.
Greg, what did you say? I didn't hear you.
I said you got to bring some for Nick
Oh.
to the bottle share, and then we can mix it. We can do some beer alchemy. Wouldn't that be exciting?
Well, I've always heard that like Three Floyd stuff is so rare. Like,
not anymore.
I think I've tried the zombie dust. I think Joe was nice enough to give me a bottle of that. That's Three Floyd, isn't it?
What's the big ones from the zombie dust, and what's the other big one?
Robert the Bruce.
Dark Lord's the big one because they have Dark Lord Day every day, and it's brewery only, and people travel from all over, and they do crazy bottle shares online, and it's like $750 a
Wales, bro.
Yeah,
have you had that, Joe?
No, I actually have never tried to seek it out just because it's supposedly like super sweet and it's expensive. So I haven't really cared too much to try it, but maybe someday. I as far as like rarity though, like Rod can go to his local bottle shop and get fresh zombie dust for like $225, $250 a bottle, and it's very and it's not just Rod in this case. You know, Rod gets all the deals all the time.
I thought Rod was getting a Dark Lord for 99 cents a bottle. Two for $2. That's not even a deal.
Craig, that might be one of the worst things you've said tonight.
That was awesome. That was great.
I mean, my dog just took a shit that was smaller than a rabbit shit. What the fuck is up with that?
Constipation.
Yeah,
Greg, you're disgusting.
Things you don't want to hear 101.
We have Malted in Montreal. It says, LOL. I love all of you. You guys put on great live shows. Redbeard says it's because of his sexiness. And then he said he is not sober. And the Malted Montreal says he's also pretty tipsy. Thanks for coming into my live beard. I did not realize Malted Montreal had a live beard and that Redbeard came into it. But if that's something that happened, probably want to keep that privatized.
Oh, good.
Public conversation, private conversation.
I know what he meant, though.
I technically hate this game.
Is that because like 12-year-olds are beating you at it?
Oh.
Definitely, probably part of it. That's what happens. That's what happens.
Fair, 12-year-olds will beat you at any video game because 12-year-olds have no life and they have pretty good hand-eye coordination at their age.
That's true. So. That's why whenever you play those games and you're our age, whether you're 30 or 45 or whatever, you're gonna lose to teenagers in those games. That's just
and then you hear somebody in a girl's voice say, "Oh, go fuck your mother," and then they might call you a foul word.
Yeah, or be super racist, or just be misogynist.
I was gonna say that they may call you a certain word that starts with N. That's very rude. I won't repeat right now. But.
No, they will. They will. They. I think more racist words in gaming is like I don't know, more offensive to all these people nowadays than if you call them kid. Like, get better, kid. And it's like, oh my God, it's the end of the world. You called me kid. It's like, yes, because you are. That's how that works.
Whippersnapper, junior.
Yeah. It's a junior. Yeah, no, that's the youth of today, unfortunately.
Of course, there's also the youth out there that tries to sneak into Black Panther by going on someone else's shoulders, putting a trench coat over them, and trying to buy a ticket.
Hey, have you heard that Black Panther is the first great movie that features a prominently black cast? Apparently, there's never been a movie like that before.
Oh, what about Hancock then, or was it Hancock?
Yo, did you just reference the Westman Hancock movie? Did that just happen for this?
Yes, it did.
Oh my God! Yo, what just happened?
Cinema Sins, one of the best channels on YouTube, did a Everything Wrong with Hancock video recently, and you should check that out.
I'll be honest, I'm one of those people where I watched Hancock. I think I actually saw it in the theater, and I was just like, this movie was okay. And then apparently everyone hated that movie. I'm like, I don't know. I thought it was okay. I didn't think it was great, but I didn't think it was bad.
It wasn't as bad as everybody kind of made it out to be, in my opinion. But like, you watch like Cinema Sins. If you've never heard of this channel on YouTube, check it out. They do like everything wrong with everything, every movie you've ever seen. It's just funny and
enjoyed it. I enjoyed it the first time I watched it, but I mean, it does kind of fall apart in the mid movie.
I think Hancock can be
when you watch the first 20 minutes of it, it's like really fucking awesome. It's kind of like, I guess, like Deadpool. It slows right down after the
you basically
Deadpool was really good.
Cinema Sins thing now, Nick, is pretty funny. Like they're like, yeah, first bit of the movie, awesome, and then the last half, it's like.
Wait, are we still talking about Hancock?
Yeah.
I will say this about Hancock. This is how you can sum up Hancock. It's a Will Smith movie post 2000. The year 2000.
Yeah.
That's it. Done. Nothing else needs to be said. Done.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Luckily, Independence Day Part 2 didn't have Will Smith, so that's why that movie was a masterpiece.
It did have Jeff Goldblum, doesn't it?
Well, anything that has Jeff Goldblum is automatically a masterpiece, let's be honest.
Actually, I make fun, but I actually watched that movie, and I actually kind of enjoyed it. But that's probably
from a shitty perspective. It was everything that I thought it would be, so I went into it figuring that's how it was going to be.
That was kind of well. I had so many people, including some close friends, tell me how awful the movie was, and then when I saw it, I was just like, "Well, it was okay. I didn't think it was awful. It wasn't great, but it was fine."
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of what you expect. You should going into it. You kind of should have known that's how it was going to be. Like, if you were thinking it's going to be some like just magical, awesome movie, then I don't know what you were thinking, but you weren't thinking is what happened. No, it's like one of those movies that you can just have fun with. Like, it's an alien invasion, right? Whatever. Kind of turn off your mind and just go.
Usually.
Yeah, usually.
You go in with no expectations, you come out feeling good about the movie.
It's kind of like beers, right? That's how you go into beers, drinking beers. If you have no expectations, it blows you away. You can't wait to tell everyone, I didn't know anything about this beer, and now I love it. On the flip side, if you hear a lot of hype about a beer and it doesn't live up to your expectations, you turn around and shit on it. Because that's what people do. It can be applied to movies.
Never do something like that.
Never. Doesn't happen. Hype never interferes with anyone's opinion ever.
No. Not in the least. What's this coming out? I've got to have it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, all those sound amazing. Let's try it. Oh, it wasn't that good. It sucks. I give it a 1 out of 100. Yeah, the type of that stuff. You see, you can apply it really to any hobby. Doesn't matter. I mean, that's just how people are in general. That's how life is. That's why it's tough because when you hear, I mean, like Nick talking about 3 Floyd Zombie Dust earlier, and in your mind and in how you feel, you think it's still hyped, and it is hyped for you because you've heard about it for so many years. And if you had a bottle of it, you would go in reviewing it thinking, I've heard great things about this beer, and I've wanted to try it for 5-7 years, whatever. And then you drink it, and if it's, I mean, you're drinking all these crazy New England style that you really love. You have Trailway locally, and you've tried like Bellwood stuff and some of the other hype stuff. If it's just okay, you're going to be very disappointed in it because of the hype. If you just went into that beer without that, you probably should just.
Greg looking at?
I don't know. Let's just mute him.
Okay.
Randomly, Malton Montreal, if you're still there watching, I'm just looking at my subscription right now. Your latest YouTube thumbnail is really hard to read. The red with the black outline is like, I see Whiskey Throttle live this Saturday, something, and Whiskey Night.
Is it because you're wearing sunglasses, Redbeard?
No.
Yeah, like how you had to make double check. I had double check.
I double checked. But no, it's like it's hard to read, and I feel like if you brought that text up a bit with black with white text, it would be like way easier to read.
Yeah.
I'm just nothing against you, man. Just trying to let people know what you got going on.
Yeah, Redbeard's an asshole. Basically, what was it come down to? I think, right? Is that how it goes?
Right. And I am looking at this on my 70. I'm looking at this on my 70-inch TV. So
70 inches.
Well, that's overcompensation.
Yeah, it's TV.
That's overcompensation.
You don't watch his videos where he's actually got his videos in the background on the 70-inch TV as he does his reviews?
Redbeard? I don't watch his videos at all.
There you go. Thanks, Joe.
Come on.
I love you too, Joe.
I had
to be fair, Joe doesn't watch anybody's reviews.
I actually watch a lot of people's reviews, just not yours.
Just because I don't post any.
He just lurks.
Bi-monthly. I open up the beer in a tab.
I gotta post something.
I open up a beer in a tab, and then I just scroll right to the end, so it shows up as like watched in my feed. And done. I got watched, boys. All of it, all the way through.
It shows up in the analytics as watch time.
On mine.
I watch everybody in my subs. I open them all in tabs, walk away for about a half an hour, come back. Yeah, they're all done. Yeah, watch every single one. Know what's going on.
Hey, if it gets me my 400,000 minutes or whatever it is, go for it.
400,000 minutes. Oh, I'm not that dedicated.
It's Guy not wearing any pants.
We've acquired a Guy.
Wow.
Are you sober?
Join in, buddy. If I recall correctly, he's drinking water because he's
hardcore like
that. Guy? Can you hear us, Guy?
Yeah.
Are you sober, Guy? Are you been not drinking at all?
No, not tonight. Just because I went to gym yesterday, so I'll take a break. Now I'm gonna drink tomorrow, cousin Pascal, and because I only have one bottle, I'm gonna wait till he gets here. I bought the Muskoka gin.
Oh,
Muskoka makes a gin.
Let's hope it's better than their beer.
Oh, shots fired! Shots fired!
Oh, I like some of Muskoka
gin. Is that the gin they made? Legendary Oddity gin.
Yeah.
Oh, did they make?
Really?
Was it
based
off of the beer? Based off the beer?
I don't know.
Do they have spices that they used in the beer? Like that's weird that they would call Legendary Oddity when they already have a beer.
I just fucking saw on the shelves. I was like, yeah, I'm buying that.
That's how it rolls.
Yeah, I'd like to see how that is because that's I'm actually kind of curious about that.
Yeah. OCD, I gotta open that fresh bottle tomorrow. There.
This is I picked this up. I think actually one of the first person I thought of was Yugi.
Can't see shit.
Corelius or something from.
Oh my god! Now there's two people that look like Nick with less hair. This is freaking me out.
Jesus Christ!
Yeah. Anyway, I don't know if you can read that. It's kind of the camera's not focusing on it, but it's from Fistawa. It's an absinthe, but it comes in a little Mickey.
Because that's all you guys can handle over there.
Yeah.
Ooh.
That's true. We're extreme pussies.
This is like the Biggie and Tupac beef, East Coast, West Coast.
Here now we
West Coast style.
Break yourself, fool.
Now we can order absinthe to Elsevier website only, not at the store, but you can order to the store now. Absinthe is
What's the alcohol percentage on it?
72%.
Ouch.
Yeah, that sounds right.
They actually made this as the real green absinthe. It's
that sounds like a good Monday night for Nick.
I'm curious. I do want to try it. And,
if I get enough money, I'll try I want to try the Dillons from Toronto. They make a absinthe, so you can order online.
Nice. I might. I was thinking about maybe getting another one of these and bringing it up to the 10th.
Yeah.
Dylan small batch absinthe is $70 at LCBO. There's a $42 one, Hills Genuine Absinthe, Lucid Absinthe.
That's probably the one from France.
We come from France. Malta Montreal says hello, Guy.
Yeah, but you can definitely buy them. You can definitely buy them in store too. You don't have to just buy them online.
No, I spent all night editing that laser show video. I think most people in this panel are most people, yeah, they're in the actual video itself.
Excuse me, what now? Oh, you did in a hangout?
Well, there was Nick, Redbeard, and who else was there? Peter was there.
Was I there?
Yeah, you were.
Copyright.
You're all in the video. I actually put credits and names on there and everything.
Oh God,
we'll have to give that a look here.
I'll have to check it out. Is that the one you just posted in the chat there?
Yeah, I did a lot of fancy video editing.
Alrighty.
It took me all night.
There's Peter. There's Peter and there's Paul. Peter and Paul.
Paul.
Luke and John.
Mm-hmm. There's Redbeard with his beard all twisted up in a braid.
He's the current Ginger Jesus since the other one left us.
There you
go. Stu's the Ginger Jesus, yeah.
Then he cuts everyone off when you get close up for the pour. Oh, we're back. Greg's there looking confused like he usually does.
I don't even understand what genitalia looks like.
What is this? What is everyone watching right now? I don't know. What's happening?
I posted.
Oh, there's Nick. There's Nick.
Yeah, I'm not sure where we're.
You put a link in the.
You got to subscribe. You got to subscribe to Drinking in Canada. Just subscribe to Drinking in Canada, and all your questions will be solved.
The zoom in on Redbeard's face. The zoom in on Redbeard's face is fantastic. And about
we're gonna get copyright flagged for flashing this up on here, but here's Guy's review of Left Field's Laser Show Vermont style IPA.
You should steal Nick's thumbnail. He likes it when people do that.
Oh, you got to go exactly to 325 or so, Nick, and just he zooms in on Redbeard.
I'm gonna hit the downvote button. Oh,
holy fuck, that's terrible.
Could it be that Guy is the ultimate troll and that none of us have anticipated this?
So the shout out is to Nick Tripod, and then Redbeard, Paul, Peter, Greg, and then him.
Who shouted me as Tripod?
I mean, that he gave
mine's just Greg ...
Yours is Greg in parentheses. Who invited this guy?
That's true.
Right. You know what? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna check out
this. Look at this willpower. Absolutely zero.
I'll get my. Whoa.
Nick, have you ever considered butt chugging it?
Not gonna butt chug this. Fuck.
Just do it. Come on, it'll get in you fast.
I'm gonna. Ooh, that smells nice. I'm gonna get another bottle of this to bring with me. I think.
Butt chug it.
Smells like licorice.
Like putting it on an ice cube or something like that.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do that fancy. I don't have any sugar cubes or a spoon. Try that.
Oh, the sideways pour, not direct on. I don't know about that. Wrong way of pouring. Wrong way.
You get all the green from the chlorophyll in it.
Oh,
look at that. Oh, boozy for sure.
Is that gonna fuck you up, Nick?
You can smell. It smells like.
I've tried moonshine before. It'll be fine.
It's like you do get the licorice. It's also very almost like menthol or Vicks Vapor Rub or something.
Yeah, that's what absinthe tastes like. It's like black licorice.
I'm surely gonna love that.
Wow, very potent too. It's like piercing the nose, like medicinal. Like fuck, it's just, whoo. Yeah, fennel. That's a good way to say it. They're malted.
Why is Malta Montreal joining us? He's Lee's not here. Come on in. When Lee's not here, we just let everyone in. It's because
that's warming. Holy! But at the same time, for something at 72%, that is fucking smooth.
Put on ice. Step 2.
Wow. Yeah, I'm not going upstairs for ice. Might have to try that. I'm gonna have to get a couple of more. I mean, that little Mickey was like $5. I'm gonna have to get a couple more and bring them up with me because that is some nice. Are you, you're still thinking about coming up to the 10th in May, aren't you, Guy?
We'll get a big ball of absinthe.
Yeah.
For beer alchemy purposes.
Because these are easy to toss in the suitcase.
I like how Greg sounds, so I'll just get a big bottle.
Greg's out. Get
a big bottle.
Well, you know what?
I'll bring the big bottle.
The price of a full-size bottle of that, it's only $65.
Only.
Oh, is it the worm?
Have Nick's YouTube money.
Malted. Is it the wormwood? That's kind of like the licorice kind of thing.
It's smooth, Nick. Smooth. It's so smooth.
I'm not used to the alcohol on that. Nice. That is nice. I really like that. That's like, I've never had an absinthe before, but I mean, Fist of Wa is making some quality shit.
If it's strong like Bellingca or Suika, usually they put that shit in the freezer anyways too. That makes it easier to drink.
Whatever Guy said, I agree.
Yeah, we agree. Why not? Guy's kind of like our Jesus.
He's
more like Buddha, just because of hair and stuff.
Don't keep insulting Buddha like that.
Oh, you just made Joe go away.
No.
Oh, chat's lost its heart and soul.
And Redbeard.
If you add water, it will haze. You try that.
Oh well.
No, you don't need water. Just spit in it.
Oh yeah, I see it. It's hard to see on camera because I don't have that much in the glass, but it's kind of like turned into an oily kind of. Yeah. Anyway, whatever. I think you're supposed to pour it over a spoon with a sugar cube on the spoon and over an ice cube, isn't it?
Over an
iced tea, maybe.
Yeah, but this doesn't sound like something.
Ice cubes and iced tea.
Are you doing absinthe now?
Yeah, I was trying that. It's a
you pour it over a sugar cube so it drips into it.
Yeah, it's an absinthe made in New Brunswick.
Nice.
In my home province, and it's actually really. I've never had an absinthe before, so I can't really say whether it's good or bad or not. But I know this actually, it's very pleasing. I find I really like this.
Just chalk it up to an experience.
Oh yeah,
that'll be good bringing the movies a little bottle like that.
Yeah, exactly. Put that in your drink. Well, they make, and you can get like the little Mickeys of this really easily around here. But they make their gin Thuya, which is their really nice gin that they make.
Gin Thuya. That means thank you in Polish.
Well, he knows what I mean by gin Thuya. We had that at Dawn's.
Okay, so that's the one I got on my channel then.
Yeah, the one you reviewed.
I'm gonna jump off. I'll catch up with you guys later.
All right,
no,
thanks
he's gotta play his Fortnite.
Gotta get up early so I can go see Black Panther.
Nice.
You haven't seen it yet? I actually think it's really good.
Church because it'll be less crowded.
I always wait at least a week before I go see any kind of big movie like that.
I usually buy my tickets early in the morning. Now I go at midnight or something like that.
I leave any Marvel movie. I at least wait till I can get a good torrent of it before I see it, because fuck Marvel movies and their CG fest. They're all terrible. I mean, they're all okay, but they're all not worth me paying $12 to go see.
I use Scene Points, so I get in for free.
Oh, fair enough.
Why not? Yeah, so. I have like 3 movies saved up right now.
Yeah, why not?
I might go see Black Panther.
I'll catch you guys later.
Right.
And then again, you give me a new Star Wars movie, I'll go see it. I don't care if it's bad. I don't care if it's good. I'll go see it.
I'm still that is something I didn't go see. I'm still waiting for a decent torrent, like you're saying there, for the Last Jedi. Come out.
Last Jedi.
Did you like this?
Last Jedi is a movie that has a shit ton of problems, but I still quite enjoyed it. But that movie has a shit ton of problems too.
I assume you're not going to be the kind of guy to spoil shit, but I would ask.
No, I'm not spoiling anything for you.
Again, I appreciate that.
Darth Vader is Luke Skywalker's father.
Oh no!
No!
So did you prefer
the Last Jedi came out, and it was I hadn't seen it yet. It was the same thing I was waiting for it, and I had been avoiding spoilers like crazy. And it was at midnight. The talk show with Chris Hardwick that was on for a while there was all about internet talk, and it was like he showed a picture of some guy who had an SUV, and the back window of his SUV had a vinyl sticker that said Han Solo dies in The Last Jedi. And that spoiled, just like that spoiled. As soon as that scene came up in the movie, I was
Wait a minute.
He's dead.
Wait, Han Solo doesn't die in The Last Jedi?
He dies in The Force Awakens.
That's what I meant. Sorry.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
That seems to be a lot of money to spend.
You just lost some street cred right there.
Mm-hmm.
Or sorry, geek cred.
Well, look, I assume everyone but Redbeard here has seen Last Jedi, and I thought it was a good movie. I thought the movie had a lot of issues. I thought the movie, there's a big scene in the middle. I won't say what it is, but you'll know it when you see it, that I think you could have completely taken it out of the movie. It would have stayed about 45 minutes, and the movie would have been a lot tighter, a lot better.
That's the one with Benicio del Toro?
Yes, and it's also basically the scene that reminds me of the prequel trilogy, where I'm just like, wow, this is all fucking CG. And it's you don't need this section. But anyway, that part is like you could take it out of the movie and really the movie would not be any worse.
It's
but
funny, like what you're saying about the CG, I agree. Like if you guys have not seen the original trilogy, they're torrent files you can download, and it's not actually illegal to download these torrent files because they're freely distributing them. They're the despecialized editions of the original 3 movies, where they went around and they found all this footage, all these like pieces of film and this and that from the original theatrical release of Star Wars before George Lucas went all crazy and did the special editions and fucking and to watch the despecialized edition of A New Hope, the first Star Wars movie, compared to the what everyone is basically getting now as their first taste into Star Wars, being the specialized edition, because that's what's out there now. The original theatrical release, even the music is so different, and like everything is just, it has way more of a kind of just awesome feel to it. I found when I watched that. I recommend everybody check that out for sure.
I don't know. If I want to watch Star Wars despecialized, I'm going to watch my Laserdisc trilogy.
Well, those are basically like the definitive versions of Star Wars before, because I don't think you could ever get DVDs that weren't despecialized.
No. Like again, like if you have some way to upscale your Laserdisc image to like Blu-ray image, then yeah, man. But these the despecialized are them taking this old school, that kind of footage and bringing it to 1080p, kind of the best we've had at that. Now there's like some Samsung or Sony came up with an 8K TV recently.
No, shit, I better throw my 4K in the trash then.
Yeah, like what the Christ? I'm still running 1080. 1080 works fine.
Aren't they using like Sony 8K cameras or something at the Olympics right now, or they were at the Super Bowl?
I believe it.
Forget it. Anyway, yeah. I'm just thinking like that's the 1985 original release of Star Wars on Laserdisc. The 1989 Empire Strikes Back and the 1990 Return of the Jedi.
Like you're kind of
that's like before they even came out.
A bit of a show off right now, Nick, but at the same time, that is fucking badass, buddy. That's actually
Nick likes to flex his genitalia.
The thing I want to know is Laserdisc was around that long? I don't think so.
No, Laserdisc originated in the 70s.
There you go.
It predates the CD.
It was around for a while, man. It was like VHS came around. And they had the low cost. And
have a good night there, Malted.
They just blew everybody else out of the water. Like Betamax, better quality than VHS, but you couldn't fit as much on a tape.
Yeah.
So VHS came along.
When you think about it, like VHS and Betamax also originated in the 70s, but it wasn't until the 80s that the format war really heated up.
Again,
true.
Yeah.
But Laserdisc, I forget exactly what year it was, but I think it was like somewhere in even maybe early 70s, like 74 maybe.
Okay.
I have to look it up.
I'm curious now.
Yeah,
I watched the video. I watched the YouTube video.
Yeah, it used to be called
yesterday or the day before. That was all about like the most failed technologies in history, and Laserdisc and Betamax were both in that video for being
let's talk about
Laserdisc ahead of its time. The cost though, when it first came out, it was like $800.
Betamax had actual better video quality than VHS did, but VHS actually had much longer recording time.
That's what
so it's a longer recording time one.
Do you know what is always the winner of format? What causes a certain format to win? And I'm not joking here. This is legit true. Pornography. Whatever pornography decides they are going to put their movies on, that is always the winner. Pornography chose VHS. Pornography chose Blu-ray. That has always been the winner.
Yeah, they didn't want to license the Betamax technology to pornography companies, so it ended up being VHS that won because they support the adult film industry.
Well, again,
blame it on middle-aged dads that wanted porn tapes.
Porn is bad. Porn is horrible. But like porn is like the new thing of back in the day, like World War II.
It's the oldest.
Everybody's making all these innovations coming out. It's like now because there isn't really any kind of full-scale world. It's like porn is the place where like there's smell-o-vision now because of this shit. I think you could attach you could have VR smell-o-vision porn now. Like, what the fuck is going on in the world?
You make it sound like you're almost talking like Greg here. It's like porn today is the modern version of World War II. Like, this is the hill I die on, kind of thing.
No, why not?
I don't mean it quite like that. Like, as far as innovation goes, like as far as like the entertainment industry, like back in the day, it was like war, not in entertainment, but in overall war. War was the catalyst for a whole bunch of innovations that happened to advance mankind, and now it's like porn is the catalyst for all these innovations that are almost regressing mankind.
Let's find new exciting ways to jack off. By the way, I don't recommend smell-o-vision for anal porn sex. I'm just saying.
Oh,
probably.
There's a line, you crossed it.
The smell of ebony and ivory, not so great.
Ebony and ivory living together in not so harmony.
Ebony and Avery, it smells like labels.
That's racist, Nick.
Oh God. Anyway.
Good times.
Yeah. I ended up buying I found a Laserdisc player and then bought a whole bunch of Laserdiscs off of somebody used about 8 years ago. So it's actually a cool set to.
Is that where you got all the Star Wars ones, or did you have those already?
That's where I got all the Star Wars ones and my Alien set and Terminators.
Oh, cool.
Not bad.
Yeah, I think that was the first. That was the first way you could get the extended editions of Aliens and Terminator 2. Am I correct on that?
I think so.
Oh, Nick's gonna show it to us because he can't just answer yes or no. He has to show it to us.
Well, I got the box set. The box set of the Alien
so
series.
Good, man. So good.
First two. I don't have any of the others, but
now with the Aliens,
I got a box like this from Jurassic Park as well. What?
Is that the special edition of Aliens, or is that the theatrical cut?
Alien Special Widescreen Collector's Edition. This is the one that's got like special features that aren't available on the DVDs or any. Same with Aliens.
Because both Aliens and Terminator 2 are probably fighting for my favorite movie of all time. I love them both, although I think Terminator 2 is probably my favorite. And I feel the extended edition of both of those is well worth it because they do add stuff that's actually useful to the story, not just bullshit.
The whole like T-1000 explaining how he's kind of glitching out and stuff at the end after he gets frozen and blown up and stuff, and like and Arnold Schwarzenegger, the scene where he smiles. That was one of the things I ever saw in my life when I was a kid, and that was great.
I just like the scene. That's my copy of Terminator 2.
Okay. I actually got Terminator 2 in 4K. I haven't watched it yet, but I'm expecting good things.
Ooh, fancy.
You know, it's one of those things. It's a 90s movie. There's no point in having it in 4K, but I just pretty much a new version of Terminator 2 comes out, I buy it. I just have to.
You're going to get that super high-res Arnold Schwarzenegger bum when he's like...
And you know what? Man. I will be right there just pleasuring myself to it.
You'll be fapping while you're listening to Sweet Child of Mine.
Why the hell not? You know, get a little Robert Patrick ass in there too, because why not?
Oh, good times.
Both those men clearly worked out.
God. You still have 3 people watching.
Being a live stream.
You 3 people are sick bastards. Seriously, why would you watch this shit?
I know. Apparently,
we've got 3 Nicks here, and then we got then we got Greg, we got Joe who doesn't participate, and then we got Redbeard. Like, why the hell would you watch this?
Joe's the fucking cop-out because he's not even talking to us right now.
Oh,
he disappeared.
Joe's just upset because he's the 4th Nick, even though we don't want to tell him that, but he is.
Big food right now. You don't know.
Well, at least in all that, I'm the original.
Oh, you are the original. Sure. Everyone else is a copycat.
Man. I can live with that.
Everyone else is just imitating.
It's not a hard thing. It's not a bad thing to be imitating. You
know? This video got taken down. What happened?
What?
What?
The thumbnail.
Huh?
Oh, he's talking about Mr. Peters.
Oh, you never heard about that?
Thumbnail stealing.
Oh, the thumbnail. Yeah, Chris Peters' video got taken down because of the copyright flag.
Oh, who did he steal?
He got it. Oh, he stole a thumbnail off of me.
And Nick was like, no, you don't.
I'm like, no go there, girlfriend.
Oh, that was great.
Oh, he's changed his name to the Underground Metal Elitist.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a little less offensive than the
alcohol. He posted a video of Ricky's Catch-23 malt liquor, and as soon as I saw the thumbnail on it, or like I think somebody posted it in our little Facebook chat, as soon as I saw the thumbnail, I was like, he didn't fucking use that image, did he? And apparently he got it from Google Images, which apparently means he's allowed to use that for his videos.
Off.
Yeah, he's an idiot. So I'm like, yeah, nope. I submitted a copyright flag. I didn't expect the video to get taken down, but hey, bonus.
I won't deny that when I do my live streaming, when I'm playing a game, the thumbnail that I use is just the first, like I'll go like Far Cry 4 image in Google.
Yeah, usually that's just the image from the developer.
Again, though,
usually it's not a big deal, and even if it's somebody I know but I
like the game, what it is. So it's like that's got to be fair use in the fucking realm. But like something that was like what you did, where it was like an image.
It was actually my photo.
Yeah,
but the main thing is that even if it was somebody that on YouTube that I liked, or somebody that was a friend of mine or something, I wouldn't care. Like it even in this case, like if he had nicely come over and said like, well, sorry, I used your image. Can I use your image? Or sorry, I used your image. I'll take it down and switch it with another one. No, he ended up having to bitch me out and say,
you're a middle-aged loser, Nick. Don't
forget. Yeah, we're apparently middle-aged losers. And anyway, so yeah, I'm like, fuck you. You're leaving that copyright strike because it is my image. I took the photo, and it's valid for copyright reasons. So yeah, those images on Google Images are just an image search online. It doesn't mean those images are free to use for whatever you want to make. That's not how photos work.
And I actually went and took someone's photo from one of my thumbnails because I didn't take a picture myself like I usually do. Okay. And I actually had someone call me out on it because it was his photo. I'm like, I'm really sorry, man. I just, I had to find a photo for my thumbnail. This is what I found, and I would have reached out to you if I knew how to get a hold of you. And I also mentioned to him, I said, look, in all honesty, I covered my ass as well. In my end credits, I actually say that anything that's on here is used for fair use under copyright law 29. And she's like, nope, I see you covered your ass, and I understand that you didn't mean to do it, so we're cool. I'm like, all right.
Yeah. Yep. But I mean, I could show you the exact conversation that Chris Peters came back with me with and bitching me out about it. And I'm like, yeah, you know what? I could go in and revoke the copyright strike.
I think Joe wants to do
but I'm not going to because you're a dick.
You guys stop talking, Nick, because Joe wants to do a timeout. Nick number 3 wants
We've been through this. I know other people haven't heard.
What the fuck do you want?
Listen, we've already. I'm trying to save you from yourself. We've already been through this. It's already
saving for myself.
Number 3.
You do whatever. Then. Do whatever. I'm just saying. You've been through it.
Just for that, I'm drinking more absinthe.
Well, I got 2 more beers because why not, right?
I finished my growler. Should I have something else, or should I call it quits for the night?
I'd have some more. Something I'm having blueberry tart from Southern Tier, which is
okay. Why not?
And then I've heard.
You muted yourself and turned your camera off because you're making actual beer reviews, aren't you?
You're sticking a shit.
You're doing what Peter does.
And then I got Knee Deep Brewing Company's Stout Tella, which I think is supposed to mimic.
That looks cool.
Nutella.
Does it taste like Nutella?
Like the old.
I haven't drank it yet because I don't want to drink it in conjunction with the sour. I'm going to finish sour first.
It looks open. I swear that can was open.
Yeah, I poured it into my glass. Yes, I'm letting it breathe.
Joe, I feel that you're getting caught in your own web of lies.
How is that sour?
It's pretty good. Southern Tier is one of those breweries that kind of, I'll say, has fallen off, but they're kind of stuck in the past. But they actually came out with a Concord grape Imperial Sour and then a blueberry one. They had a raspberry one. This is really damn tasty, honestly.
That sounds really cool, man.
I'm glad they call it blueberry tart because it has a soft tartness as opposed to like a enamel ripping sourness. So
I love that enamel ripping sourness.
I do enjoy it, but like from a drinkability drinkability standpoint.
If you love enamel ripping experiences, then you'll love absinthe.
Yeah. Well, you're loving it right now.
Why the fuck not?
But this is what I don't understand about these breweries that do this. It says sour ale brewed with blueberry puree and with a natural blueberry flavor added. That's shitty. It's like if you can't make the blueberry puree enough to be just blueberry in the beer, like just add more of it then. Or the natural blueberry flavoring is like probably it's not akin to like the blueberry flavoring you get in a yogurt or something, but that's weird. Throws up red flags.
Yeah, it sounds a little bit fake. Like natural blueberry flavoring. How natural is this blueberry flavoring you're using now? Yeah.
Whatever, it's good though. It's good. If you guys don't get Southern Tier anymore in Ontario, you guys used to.
Had anything by them ever.
Have you seen anything anymore? You guys used to get like the IPA and certain things, right? You guys don't get it anymore, do you?
When I started doing reviews, that was one of my favorite IPAs was the Southern Tier, but I haven't seen that in a while.
That's shitty.
I should do a search. I'm curious.
I think even I did a Southern Tier IPA review. Somebody sent me one, maybe Chad.
Probably Chad, yeah, because it was pretty popular because they would get you guys would get the IPA. I think you got Pumpkin. For sure. Warlock the 1 year showed up as well. The pumpkin stout.
Grab 6-packs all the time too.
That's shitty. Yeah, it's not a bad old school. Like it's a good old school IPA. Like when you used to drink it, Guy, it was like 5 years ago, right? So like when you first started drinking it, so it's kind of shitty what they pulled out. Unlike Greg,
doesn't pull out.
Never.
Yeah.
Hopefully, we'd
Greg
pull out.
never pulls out. What kind of man do you think he
I just
is?
finished the last beer that I can drink without breaking into my actual review stash. So I didn't eat food and didn't go to bed. So
you leaving us?
I love you all.
You kidding me, Beard? You don't be a weakling.
I usually hang out till the end. Like, come on, I can go off early once in a while. Come on now, come on.
No, man.
God, it's an hour later here. What are you talking about? You
Your man card's going to be revoked.
Radbeard on a scale of
one.
Radbeard on a scale of one. On a scale of 1 to Radbeard, you're a pussy.
Go watch the review before you go to bed.
Take it easy, Radbeard. Have a good one.
Yeah, watch Guy's review.
Out, guys.
Why is Joe always yelling?
Close this. It's already open over there. Close this. Watch Guy's review, and then pass the fuck out. But
okay,
Joe, why are you always
Peace out, Joe.
Peace.
Right, take it easy.
Have a good one.
Good night, Mr. Joe.
I'm not leaving, fuckface.
Oh, I.
We were
trying to get rid of him. Oh,
I'm totally a fuckface. I totally am.
I know. That's why I called you. What'd you go get?
I just got 10 bitter years. Just something I'm used to.
How is that now again? Is it back to decent?
Yeah.
Or is it...
It's decent. It's not the 9.95 out of 10 I used to think it was, but it's decent.
They're still not using Nelson Sauvin anymore, are they?
Sorry?
Nelson Sauvin hops. That's what they were using before.
Listen, I don't know, but from what Chad told me, apparently, yeah, that's what they used to use. They don't use it anymore. I have no idea what they use.
The original iteration of 10 bitter years is the reason why I love Nelson Sauvin hops so much. But then they changed the hops that they used in that beer, and I'm just like, oh,
no,
why?
Used to be
you know what?
But...
I heard is because Nelson Sauvin, like, it's a New Zealand style hop, right? It's a New Zealand hop. Apparently, they have trouble getting the hops from New Zealand anymore. I think there's actually a copyright thing about it.
Yeah, I've heard that as well, and it's definitely not the same beer it used to be, but it's still a good beer. It's just not a amazing beer.
Like, I think it's something like where they're not allowed to grow it anywhere else, kind of thing.
I don't know if you've been monitoring comments, but did you guys read the Drunk Canuck beer reviews? Did you guys already do that?
What?
The Drunk Canuck beer review says, "Hi all, cheers."
Geez,
hello.
Hey. Hi, I don't think I know who you are, but hey, how are you doing?
Cheers.
Well, look
at
that.
I haven't been paying attention since Malted knocked off.
What's everyone else drinking? I guess we'll round two. Guy's drinking water because he's not drinking tonight. How about
not
you?
Even.
What are you drinking? Oh, what are you drinking now? You're gonna diet. You're drinking a fucking Coke Zero sugar.
How is it that Guy's completely sober yet he seems more drunk than the rest of us? Is it because he's French?
Probably.
Well,
what are you drinking there, Dan?
I am drinking myself a nice little milkshake IPA from my Hell's Basement.
Oh, that's strawberry milkshake.
That's a very manly can.
It brings all the beer tubers to the yard, baby, because they say damn right it's better than you.
And Greg, what did you say you're drinking?
I am having a 10 bitter years because I was debating between this and a Oscar Blues 1050, but I thought I'd save the 1050 for another night.
That almost looks like a Foster's can.
It does. In his dimly lit fucking living room. We
should analyze the big ass cans of Foster's.
Here, if you want to see Greg better, I can fix that for you. There. Now
no, turn the light fucking on.
God damn it!
You can clearly see the can.
On a scale of 1 to light, you don't need any.
Yeah, there you go. Let's get rid of that. You can see my painting in the background. This fantastic piece of art that looks like somebody spilled some shit on it.
Yeah, that looks terrible. You probably paid about 7 bills for it. Good times.
7 bills, Jesus Christ! Wow.
Question for you Easterners out there. Have you guys ever had La Vie de Chateau?
No, I don't think I've had that.
I don't think so.
I don't know what you just said.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly.
I probably had it.
Out of Quebec. I don't know if you guys ever had it.
Does it say who makes it?
Let me just see here. I got to go through the French and English. Microbrasserie de Légumoire.
Grimoire, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I'm butchering French, and I'm really sorry. Okay,
it's all right.
I want to check if I think I reviewed that one.
Guy is very forgiving. He's a forgiving individual.
It's a strong rum amber beer. I don't know. I found it out here, and I tried it, and God, the floral candy notes in the beginning kind of threw me for a loop.
They make an amazing fucking maple beer as well, I think.
Ooh.
I can see that because that actually it almost reminded me almost like a maple sugar, just without a lot of maple.
They're big on sweet beers in Quebec.
Yeah, I noticed. Yeah, it was made with the amber rum, not like a dark rum or anything, but
oh shit,
amber rum. Basically, just probably unaged rum that they threw food coloring into.
I reviewed it in 2014.
Oh wow, okay.
Holy smoke.
Rum is sort of one of those like just absolutely raped spirits at this point. That's like, you can get some amazingly good rum that's aged, but yeah, most rum is just like, oh, we're gonna throw color into it. It's a amber rum now. It's a fucking añejo. It's been we've rested it for a month.
I'm drinking. I didn't say what I was drinking, although everybody already knows what I'm drinking. I'm drinking a Corloose absinthe from Fistula. And
I was curious if you were having a stroke or not. I didn't understand.
I might be. I don't know how to pronounce it.
Now, what Nick hasn't told you is that he's butt chugging it.
Yeah, if he's butt chugging it, no wonder why.
No, I'm not butt chugging this fucking thing.
You should.
And then put the bottle up there in a while, and then eventually
here you go.
Spit it out one day.
Pour it out, and you'll see that the shit's actually green. It's sort of the color's kind of fucked on this camera, I guess.
No, it is. It kind of just looks like you have scotch.
Oh, this shirt's supposed to be lime green.
Help.
No.
Yeah. This shirt's supposed to be lime green, so the spirit doesn't look great. But that's like a green spirit. And the green spirits don't. Yeah. Fuck, I don't want to.
All right, so this stout
The absinthe hit my mind.
The absinthe.
This stout Tellers, it reminds me of Omnipolo beers in terms of like the straight up fakeness that comes from them, but it is good and it does have like the hazelnut flavor. The problem is, I thought it was 8%. It's 6%, so it's to shout out our good buddy Paul. It's a bit thin. It's like this feels like it should have like a medium full to full body, and it's basically like lower end medium, and it doesn't ruin it, but I don't know why you'd have a 6% stout with all these crazy flavors. And I don't know. It should be like 8 or 9, or at least have a better body in it. But it's pretty good. I can see where they're coming from the Nutella standpoint of things, right? All right, Nick.
Yeah, well,
are you presenting yourself?
I think Nick is really fucked up right now.
I'm not presenting myself, am I?
Holy fuck! Drunken one's here. In the comments.
What? Oh no!
No, Nick's
Drunken one,
his starfish to us.
Drunken one says, "Y'all still awake? Hell yeah!"
My
laptop is still cold. He's still cold. His laptop is still cold.
Bitch.
Hey, Nick, can I have my drunken one? We love you, Drunken. You're wonderful.
Yeah, as long as Drunken one isn't 77 sheets to the wind, bring him in.
All right. I don't know if anybody wants to.
Drunken one, are you just regular Drunken one, or are you extreme Drunken one?
I can't. The thing about Drunken one, no ill will towards you, good sir. But since you're not on social media, maybe I have his email. I might have his email.
I'm going to his channel right now. I'll send you a message.
I'm probably
gonna head off soon anyway. See ya. Have a good night, Key.
Yeah, take it easy. Key. Have a good one.
Goodbye.
I'm probably gonna take.
Goodbye, Nick. Number 2.
You gotta stay around for like a half an hour, Nick. Don't be Redbeard.
Dude, it's like almost 3 a.m. here.
Oh, yeah, you guys are, what's tomorrow?
It's only 1:50
Sunday, and I
in
gotta
the morning
do
in
stuff.
the cool part of Canada.
Seriously, what do you got to do? Fuck with your camera. Settle down.
Well, yeah, camera-related stuff. Yeah, maybe take pictures of cheerleaders.
You see, like take pictures of cheerleaders. We're gonna need you to settle. Are they of age, Nick?
As long as they're of age, it's okay. Nick, are you really good at taking upskirt photos?
University varsity shit. Anyway, I don't know. I haven't decided if I'm going to go and take pictures of cheerleaders. I've done it the last several years, but
yeah, stay around for another half an hour and just chill and have a good time.
Yeah, hang out. Joe, do some ASMR for him, please.
Hang out with your wang out,
Nick. Just
ASMR.
Nick, just listen. Does this reaction? Hang on.
Joe, I'm gonna have to. Are you physicsing something?
No, I'm not physicing. Sorry, no physics.
Did you buy a physics machine?
No, but I'm glad I told Chris to, because I know Chris would love it. And I think it was the albino rhino who said that was a piece of shit and anyone who buys it is an idiot. But I knew that Chris is that idiot because I know he likes nitro beer.
He likes stuff nitro. And admittedly, I will look forward.
I might get one if it's on sale at some point.
I don't really want to buy the machine myself, but I'll look forward to trying shit at his place.
Yeah, I would say if we go to his place, we go to his place and it's good, I'll buy one probably.
You know what? You should totally take like a left-hand milk stout and then put it through the physics machine and then see if it'll explode.
You know what I would like actually? Here would be a good video. Have the left-hand milk stout nitro and then bring a non-nitro left-hand milk stout, which they do have in cans, and put it through the physics machine and see if the nitro, how it compares to the physics in terms of body and mouthfeel and just overall enjoyment. And that'd be a cool video. Or it wouldn't be. Whatever. I think it'd be awesome.
I say we should just throw Buzz Millennium in it.
I don't think you should just fucking throw Buzz Millennium out the fucking 10th story window. That's what we should be doing.
We should totally physics some Laker IPA.
Does Buzz Millennium get out to the West Coast or to Alberta specifically, Dan?
It doesn't get to the East, that's for sure.
Buzz Millennium. It's a hemp beer. No, good.
It's a hemp beer.
We have our own from it's called Reef Break, and it's a hemp beer, but it's out. Well, I haven't had it. It's from one of those lovely West Coast folks over there that would buy into macros at any point in time.
At least it's not made by Minhouse, right? That's a good thing.
Oh, fucking the evil word.
I'm not chopped body for I think 7 cents
in the house.
I had someone sit there and say, "Oh, I've got a Minhouse to fill up my growler." Hey,
Principal Skinner,
I've got Con in my fridge.
Con.
Con.
What? Condom.
Here, I'll show you. I got condom in my
Condoms
fridge.
are girlish friend.
We got
Not a
dislike.
condom. I don't need those.
Oh no! Who gave us
somebody
dislike?
gave us a dislike.
Maybe because you want to rant about a certain individual. Not saying it was.
That certain individual that can go eat a dick.
I settle down, Nick. We're gonna need to settle down.
Are you guys talking about me?
I'm just saying, if they're hungry, they can go eat penis. Like dill pickle.
But no specific penis, like just
the hell was that?
Lick it like it's a creamy dill.
What is that?
An entire bag of penis.
This is the con. It's a pecan winter pie winter warmer.
And who's this from? Is that from Minhouse?
This is from Bench Creek.
Oh,
no, there's no Minhouse allowed at my house.
I'm just gonna make sure that you're not relapsing.
Nick, number one.
Minhouse in the middle of the street.
Yeah, Minhouse. They deserve to be in the middle of the street and ran over multiple times by a bunch of different vehicles.
Yeah.
No, we got like their crafty line here. We got the in New York, we got the chocolate bunny, which I shit you not, for a 22-ounce bottle was like $2.
Yeah,
I should have known going into it, but this was like 6 years ago, and I remember buying it and then drinking it and being like, I shouldn't have paid money for this because no one should drink this. It's terrible. Yeah. I think it was passable, but in the aspect that it had alcohol in it and it wasn't vomit inducing, but it was also like, I don't know, never again. And I have never had a Minhouse product since then. So
yeah. Minhouse is just their shit. Oh, I saw a video where someone was chugging 5 or 6 Boxer gluten-free beers, and I'm like, how?
Yeah, that's on them. They can't.
Yeah. How?
You can't. No. Yeah, that's there are a lot of like Minhouse is I've heard for since I got into craft beer how shitty they were, and then I'm glad I haven't had the chance to try any like the Boxer products or any of like their true macro products, because they sound god awful.
Yeah, I'm not looking forward to seeing them at the Calgary Beer Expo.
Ooh, you actually have Drunken One in. Hey, how you doing, Drunk?
Drunken One.
Yeah.
Drunken One, you are super green. On a scale of 1 to green, you're all the green. Like there's a lot of
not even absent.
Yeah, I'm wearing the green shirt.
Drunken One, have you been with unclean women? Because
he's got the Irish thing going on. He's so green.
Am I looking better now? I can change the light.
Now you're kind of like yellow.
What you want? I can be like
you're yellow.
Okay, that looks normal. That looks relatively normal.
A little better. All right. Yeah. Well, I don't want to do that because y'all can't see me then. All right.
That would be awesome.
How the hell are y'all?
Feeling good.
Great. Me too. I was at a buddy's house. He just passed me a 20-pound CO2 tank that's gonna do my kegerator thing way better, and it's got a regulator and everything to it. And I said, well, what do you want for it? He said, don't worry about it. Well, I brought over some beer. He's regular old adjunct lager guy, so I brought over a 12-pack of Budweiser and a 6-pack of Stella Artois.
Fancy. Super fancy.
The other was
fancy.
It ain't so fancy, but it's right up town for him. He and a 6-pack of the Corona Familiar. I don't know what you call it. It's like not the Corona and the white bottles, but the Corona and the brown bottles. Mm-hmm. First time I've tried it, it's a little more malty than the normal Corona. It wasn't terrible, but it is again just an adjunct lager type, the Mexican style. But it wasn't terrible, but I wasn't crazy about it. Anyway, so I brought him some gifts, and he passed me a 20-pound tank of gas with gas in it and a regulator. Let's not wonder where that might have been acquired from. But anyway, I have it now, so it's mine. Ha ha ha.
That's the spirit,
right? Ha ha ha. So now I'm sipping on my good old favorite dry stout that I love to make all the time. And this is a one that's been infused with a little bit of coffee. So I'm gonna just have a couple, so my hair isn't crawling later, and I'm keeping y'all up till 4 o'clock in the morning.
Every time you pour that beer, because you've had that a couple times.
Isn't it beautiful?
It always looks like it's nitro. Like the head and everything.
It does. Look at the way it sticks, man. It's something that should stick to a glass.
It's like it's a Guinness or something, like the nitro aspect, but it's not. But it looks like
it's much more flavorful than Guinness. I'm not trying to.
No.
I'm not. It's not just because it's my beer, but I swear, even if I didn't brew it and I was just tasting it, it's still way better than Guinness. Guinness is so watered down.
Yeah, and on top of that, Guinness is nitro, and the nitro takes away a decent amount of flavor from any beer. So,
it'll be better when step ahead. It's still kind of cold, yeah. It'll be a little better when it warms up. But anyway, it's not about me. So what are y'all doing awake tonight this late? Wow.
Drinking alcoholic beverages at an alarming rate, especially Nick, who has got himself into the hard liquor, and he's feeling it. Yeah,
Nick is hey, he still can count. He actually knows how many times he's won on Roll Up the Rim. So
I'm not sure if that number is accurate. I know that I bought 2 more cups of coffee from Tim Hortons today. Neither one of them are winners.
Was it supposed to be? Wasn't it 1 in 7? Is the odds right? 1 in 7.
1 in 6.
7.
Oh, 1 in 6.
Is it 1 in 6? Yeah, you're right. It is 1 in 6.
It's 1 in 6.
In America, it's 1 in 7 because we get fucked all the time. That's right.
All right.
Well, it's just the whole thing. Like, okay, 1 in 7. Well, if you buy 7 cups of coffee from McDonald's up in Canada, you get get 1 stamp for your buy 7 get 1 free card.
Oh, okay.
So you got a chance of winning a McDonald's coffee in 1 in 7, literally.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm 1 for 9 on the Timmies.
I'm drinking a Coralius Absinthe from Fistois in New Brunswick.
You must be drinking it because you can actually pronounce it properly.
And here's the thing: you've been drinking it for the last hour and a half.
I can pronounce absinthe properly, but I don't know if I'm pronouncing Coralius or not. I've been trying to mumble through that.
And we're gonna debate this slightly. He said he's been drinking on it. He's been sipping on it for about 90 straight minutes.
I have to admit that's very good way of doing it because that's 70 what?
72%, right?
This thing is like drinking. It's like tastes like licorice and mowed grass. So get that.
It sounds fantastic.
There you go. That's right. Coralius.
Usually when I'm sitting around, I'm like, does anybody have a beverage over here that tastes like licorice and mowed grass? Because if so, sign me up.
I do. It's called House Sound.
Yeah. What is it? What's the beer?
Oh God.
Pothole filler. Is that what it is?
Well, there's a licorice one too.
I thought that's what Destroyer.
Mega Destroyer.
Yeah,
Mega Destroyer.
Mega.
Yep. Not just Destroyer. Mega Destroyer.
They make some good beers, but that beer for as far as you either gotta like black licorice or you have to like black licorice. There's no in between.
Oh, no kid. First time I had it by myself, 10%, and I was fucking hammered. Mm-hmm. And by the end of the bottle, I didn't really even realize there's like licorice in it. I just
because your palate got accustomed to it, right? Because it was like whatever. It has 10%. It's 10%. It's great.
Right. We got party.
I am drinking Stoutella, drunken one, which is it's a stout with like cocoa nibs, lactose, and natural flavors. Basically, hazelnut flavoring to try to make it taste like a Nutella stout. It's pretty good, but it's too thin at 6%. This is a beer when you're drinking it, you want it to be like an imperial stout and chewy and thick.
Beer. Yeah.
Like the flavors are good, but the body's not.
I like the artwork, but maybe it needed some more lactose or something to kind of give it that mouthfeel.
Yeah, something just maybe even like I said, bigger, more malt, bigger, just a bigger like an 8-9%, something that's like is reminiscent of a big dessert beer. But I mean, the flavors are good. It's just the body and the mouthfeel are kind of lacking. So.
Right. I see what you're saying. Yeah.
It's good though.
Yeah. No. I like the artwork. That was kind of catchy. I'd be happy to pick that up if I seen it.
Yeah, no, that's why I picked it up. I was like, Stoutella. I'm like, are they going for Nutella and a stout? I'm gonna try it.
So,
what's that?
I was gonna say, much to Joe's chagrin, I'm gonna knock off and kick the street offline.
Oh, that's cool.
There's only got 2 people watching right now.
That's fine. Kick it off. We'll talk for a while offline. That's cool.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Well, anyway, I want to thank everybody for watching. Anybody who's watching the replay of this, thank you also for watching. Click like and subscribe. Blah 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 blah. Watch a whole bunch of shit out of my other videos because this is probably going to be the last monetized video ever on my channel, unless I somehow increase my viewership and increase my subscriber count to over 1,000. Because YouTube's monetization thing sucks.
Sucks shit.
We're gonna need East Coast and West Coast Nick to just settle down.
Well, I'm not like Drunken One with over 1,000 subscribers.
No. Those just numbers. Don't bother with that. No, those are dead subs. I'm not the man.
You said you bought them all.
What you have, so I'm
not the man. It's just a number. Those are dead subs.
Hey, dead subs is still
even the ones that I've got have been kind of like piling up over the years. I'm surprised that there's not a lot of accounts that have shut them down. But at the same time, it's kind of stupid at the way they're doing the new rules. But whatever.
I think they ought to grandfather us in to make a short story long. I think they ought to grandfather us in and then start fresh after us. But yeah, it does. Not right. It's not right.
A little late for that.
I'll take my $44 and I'll tuck my tail and go on one more fancy IPA that I can brew myself.
There you go. Yeah. Well, I think it pisses me off is I'm sitting at like $90 and it pays out at $100. So I'm like, come on,
As best I know, they're supposed to pay us off.
No, they don't. Nope.
I think it's as per AdSense rules or something, which means that it pays out at $100. So you had to make up the other 10 somehow. So I'm like, I don't know how you're gonna do that,
Nick.
Either that or you close your AdSense.
I posted a lot of shit content there earlier last year, and then none of it got watched.
He said a lot of shit content.
Yeah, well, that shit content. Anyway, so thanks for watching Maxwell Stairs beer reviews over the years. Thanks, Joe. Which is mainly just Joe watching my videos over and over again.
Settle down.
I know you do. You're like one of the only people who watches my stuff.
I know. Nick, don't make me feel worse than I am.
Except for you're not watching this video because you're on it.
Sure.
Watch the replay.
You watch the replay yourself.
Nick, just for you, tomorrow I'm going to open like 600 of your videos and tabs and just let them play.
It's not going to matter if you open up 600 of my videos and tabs. You have to click on the ads that are displayed on them.
I'm going to click on all the ads.
Good.
I'm going to help you out.
Just do it. Do it.
Yeah,
I know you won't. Won't.
That's a lot of work.
I just like, come on, help me make up the rest of the $10 before the 20th.
You send me 50 of that 100 and I'll do it.
Ooh,
that could be arranged, or I could just bring you a couple cans of Trailway.
No, I want $50. I did take the $50.
It's 50. Remember, it's 50 Canadian, not American.
Whatever.
Oh, yeah. So it's like $35.
That's like $40 American. I'll still take it.
I suppose it is like $40 American.
Yeah, because I think it's like 80 cents
now. 80 cents right now.
Mm-hmm, so.
Yeah, thank you, Trump.
Yeah.
Anyway. Thanks for making the Canadian dollar worth more.
Yeah, right.
We're going to need to go offline before you regret stuff.
Hey. Right. Thanks everybody for watching. We'll talk to you folks later. Cheers.
Cheers, guys. Adios.